Fuck is good, baby. Jones Hour, episode 22. How we living? You already know, man. Yeah, man. You already know. Let's just thank all the people, man, all the fans, the views, the subscriptions, everything's going up. Everybody, you know, we appreciate the love. We appreciate everybody fucking with the Jones Hour.
No artificial claps.
You know what I'm
get
saying?
real claps.
This is real shit. You know what I'm saying?
We got about 35 new subscribers over the night.
Thank all of y'all.
Yep, facts.
Thank all of y'all.
That's a legit fact. So, you know, we doing this thing, man. Every Tuesday we live 8 o'clock.
We
man,
appreciate
on the gram.
y'all. We appreciate
you know the Jones Hour. Follow the Jones Hour and follow my man to the right of me.
Yo, Kush _talk _radio. You already know.
Kush, you already know.
And you know who this to the left of me, man.
Jones, we born to die.
2 times, you know what I'm saying?
Jones, we born to die.
You feel me? Cause I
3 times because I don't think they heard it.
We born to die.
Facts.
My
3
God.
times today.
Yo, what
What's
up,
goody,
man?
baby? Chilling, man. We happy to be here, man. You just to remind y'all, man, we on all streaming platforms, man.
Everywhere.
You know, Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Follow us, man. Subscribe.
All the thing that.
Fuck with us. Want to give out a quick shout out to my man J Murda. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've seen the pictures, man. He blessed me with some little collab shirt that we doing, man. We're going to see how that goes, man. See if we can keep that going. But, you know, you can holler at him for some printing shit if you need it also, you know.
Man.
Just like also my man AM Print NY, you know.
His information will be in the description below.
Yeah, we'll have it in there, you know. Also,
Click.
you know, the FT Dub
Click.
collection and whatnot.
What up, Nick?
Plus, you could do the tray. You know, we got the Jones Hour weed tray, you know what I'm saying? So, make it, you know, official. Shout out to Brazzy, man. You next in the building,
Yo,
man. I'm going to holler
Brazzy.
at you after this, man. So, you could come through for the next interview and whatnot.
guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Jazzy, man. What up?
Facts. Yo,
What up?
and are we going to do something right now for Kush? Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah.
Yo, hit the applause for you, son. Hit the applause, man.
I got you an early birthday present, bro.
Word up,
Bullshit.
bro.
I almost completely forgot about that shit.
Almost.
Early.
Almost. Early, bro.
Early. You know we could have done it next week. We had time.
We could have, but, you know.
Y'all couldn't
the,
wait.
The package came.
It came today.
Y'all
You know
couldn't
what I'm
wait.
saying?
Oh, shit.
On camera. Feel the love, B. Feel the love,
Just
man.
so y'all know, it's Gemini season. Shout out to all my Geminis out here.
Yeah.
Fire.
Show it out.
Oh, there's more.
Queens.
Niggas.
Fire.
My guys. Hold up.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to take a
Queens,
quick
Q, you
intermission
in the
real quick.
building.
I'm gonna do a wardrobe change. I'm
it's
fucking
mad
with
hot. You don't
Yeah,
want to
we
do
were
that
super
right
hot
now.
in that.
Joking, man.
Yeah.
No, we were just trying to look out for you.
Nah, bro.
No,
Fire.
that's the fall flex when we get there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Queens, see the Met representation.
Oh, wait, this logo though.
7 line.
The 7 line.
Facts.
Fire, bro.
Facts.
Yo, man.
You're ready, man.
I love y'all,
Happy
man.
born day to you.
Of course, man. Of course.
Early.
Happy early birthday, man.
Yo, Aunt. Yo, thank y'all, man.
Or
Appreciate y'all, man.
facts.
Queens in the motherfucking building.
Word up.
Word
Word up.
Yo, let's do it, man.
Show the hat logo. Show the hat logo.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see the footage. Fire.
You already
Feel
know.
that, you know what I'm saying? Put it over here. Over here.
Everywhere.
Right here. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
Let's see it,
I'm
man.
gonna put it. I'm gonna show this to all streaming platforms right now.
Facts.
Queens.
Oh, Eli the
Queens.
boss in the building too.
What up, man? Eli the ball. And shout out Queensbridge, man.
Shout out QU.
QU.
Rob in the building.
QU
We got
in the
Wisdom
building.
in the building, sitting front seat with us, man. He gonna chime in the background, Rob.
Yo,
You
that
know,
was $135.
We give you the okay to do that.
It was,
You know
no,
what
it was
I'm saying? You could chime in.
$135. Don't lie to the people. He paid $135 for this seat.
Word
All
up.
right. So just know next time if y'all want to front row at the Jones Hour,
$135.
you know what I mean? $135.
That's not a bad number right there.
Word. Word up.
It's talking about MSG like third tier or something
Third tier.
for
Facts.
$135.
Facts.
So
Also, man, the number live, man, 347-586-1676, 347-586-1676. Let me pin that right now.
Word. Say it again so I can put it.
347-586
586
1676.
1676. Call up. Go, get on that now.
yeah, let's pin that.
Yep. Super pinned.
It's there.
Pin like what my nanny used
Let
to
it
do.
everyone know.
You could call us, chime in, anything you want to talk about, anything you want to fuck with, you know what I'm saying? But let's get right into this NBA talk, man. Baloncesto, man. But happy
y'all,
early
man.
born day
Yo,
to
I
you,
love y'all,
Kush,
man.
You know
Thank
we
you,
gotta,
man.
you know we
Y'all
had,
my
you know,
brothers.
we had to stuff you. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all my brothers, man. I love y'all, man. Much love, man.
Word, man. So let's give a shout out first, man. Thibbs, man, Coach of the Year. Let's just start with some New York shit real quick. It's been a little bright spot for us after.
I just want to let y'all know we fought this case.
Facts.
We fought this case on this show. Thibbs, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thibbs, man. We're shouting out the points, man. We shouting out the points for it. And it's crazy that it went through, you know? I was saying, like, okay, Monty Williams, right? That's coach of the Phoenix Suns.
Word.
He actually got more first place votes.
Mm-hmm.
And Thibbs ended up winning. Now, I really feel like I'm not a voter. I don't know what went through their head, but I really feel like it really came down to the Chris Paul factor. It's because there was no difference with the Knicks team, really.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, you know, there was no difference with the Knicks team, really, from last year to this year, yet they went from where they were to fourth, you know?
The difference was Thibbs, not CP.
Thibbs, but the Phoenix Suns actually get Devin Booker help, finally, and look what happens.
Word up.
You know what I mean? They getting through playoff series.
No, that's a very valid
It was,
point
I
right
think,
there.
you know, I mean, you see them with the points allowed per game. They was like number one. So when you're doing that, it's a clear indication of what he was doing this year in terms of the defensive mindedness of a coach that he is and what he was able to bring to the table with that. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So shout out to him, man. I just want to give him the shout out real quick.
Of course, man.
But
you get one more, man. Thibbs, man. You know why? Bright future. Bright future, man. Because it starts at the foundation. It starts in the soil. You know what I mean?
Well, we on our way. We'll see what happens next year. We got some questions. We got to answer some spots we got to fill. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Jokic, shout out Jokic on the MVP facts.
Okay.
Fabian on the check-in.
Yeah.
Word
Jokic.
up. So shout out to Jokic and the Nuggets, man. So we're gonna get about that, but we're gonna start with Brooklyn, man. So up 2-0 against Milwaukee.
Interesting.
Yeah, man. I gotta
Interesting. No Harden.
Soften. Let's put that out there. They have they've had players step up.
Call him Jimmy Soften.
I don't even want to say Blake Griffin revived his career. It just looks like he wasn't even trying at all in Detroit.
Yeah.
Bro,
I don't even think
but like we didn't know that from like the first game with Brooklyn. He dunks for the first time in like 9,000 days or some shit like that.
But even in this playoff, in this game, he had a double-double.
I mean,
no. Okay, yeah.
Think about it
Yeah,
though.
double-double.
You know, if he was going ham in Detroit and he was still losing, what's the point of going ham?
Yeah.
You know?
Especially for somebody whose game was, even though he got his jumper up, but whose game was predicated on that. Bungees.
Yeah.
Why would you? It's like Zion wasting time.
I just said Blake went ham. I just want to let y'all know that.
He did go ham. Blake did go ham and whatnot, but at the same time, it was like I said, man, it looked like he was just holding back in Detroit. He knew that there was nothing there. He forced the trade and got what he got, similar to what Harden did. You know what I'm saying?
Got what he got. What he got was a chance to get a ring.
He's about to get a ring.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, shit.
If
that's what it took.
I mean, game one was close, but game two was dominant, man. They smacked them boys. That boy, I stand corrected. I was saying that, you know, it looked like Giannis is one of those few players that looks like he could guard KD one-on-one, and
he got busy bopped. He was getting busy bopped, getting the business.
Yeah, he wasn't
KFC, Popeyes,
he was
chicken.
Facts. Yeah, he wasn't up to the task with that, which I'm actually surprised about, bro, because you know he has the length, pause, and you know the body type, you know, to be able to look like that he can stay with Durant, but you know Durant put the ball in the basket, man, and he's done that. Like, you know, there's a reason why he got 4 scoring titles. You know what I'm saying? Like he's done this whole career.
Definitely,
he does.
And what's happening right now is like there was man, like how many games did he really play, man?
Yeah,
he's coming out fresh,
he killed,
bro.
Like, side note, bro, if you looked at the old episodes, man, I had Durant on my fantasy team, bro. I had him on fantasy. I had him on my fantasy team. Like, dog, I finished 9-9 and didn't make the playoffs because of points scored, bro. Because of points scored because of him, dog. By like only like 200 or 300 points, which I mean it seems like a lot, especially in fantasy, 200 or 300 points. But that's a week's worth of playing for Kevin Durant in fantasy, 200 or 300 points, and he missed mad weeks for me, killed me.
I know, man. Yeah, no, that was really. That was tough, man. I'm sorry about
Kill me.
that.
Kill me.
However,
because I was competitive, yo. I had
Right.
a little baby squad, yo.
no, you did. You had a squad. But, point still stands, though. Like, how many games did he really play? It seems like, he took all these games off, whatever. And I know it is a major injury, though, what he's coming off of.
Word.
It's something that could change your career. It could.
Nah, it is.
But maybe all that was worth it so he could do this run late. You know what I mean? Because he was giving Giannis the business. You know what I mean? Giannis has some decent defensive plays, but, bro, he mixed you up and banged a 3 in your face, bro.
Facts. Yeah.
Like,
No, it wasn't a 3. It was an N1. It was an N1. It was a 2 with an N1.
no, the one I saw was a 3.
Oh,
You should have seen it. I'll show
No,
you
I
that
saw
later.
the one, yeah.
I'll show you that.
I think you're talking about the other one before that. Or after that, matter of fact.
You know what I mean? And he ain't banged that. But
Yeah, so, I mean, the one thing that Milwaukee does have that they could build on is they're going home now. And
right.
if you're going home. No. I mean, like, you're going back home to play in your
Milwaukee.
home court.
No, next 2 games.
You know what I'm saying?
Next 2 games.
So you're going home. The next 2 games are at home.
right.
Excuse me. If you could win both of them, it's all of a sudden series again.
Right.
So you gotta take that home court that you're about to get and take it to the next level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get that mentality. The 2 games is past, is done. You're not completely out of it, but you are already in must win by game 3.
Right.
You know?
I mean, looking at it, definitely this all comes down to really, because like, yo, man, they up 2-0 without Harden. Depending on what happens with Harden, if he comes back, that's a big factor too. But one thing that we brought up that we thought was going to be keys for Milwaukee is not really coming through with Middleton and Holiday. They getting like type lockdown, not lockdown, but Middleton definitely is getting locked down. Like, they put the clamps on him.
Yeah,
like,
he
from
didn't show
performing similar to a Julius Randle effect from what he's performing in the regular season to what he's producing now. Now, once again, it is the playoffs. It is a series. They watch tape. They understand. They're going to make do certain adjustments. The whole point is to overcome them. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's really going to be really big on them. Like you just said, now you're going to be at home. You got 2.
It's crucial right now that
Very.
they actually make some adjustments.
Very. This is gonna, like, Giannis is gonna be Giannis. You know what I mean? So you can't. You're not. That's it. We put that to the side. Whether KD's giving him buckets or not, that's gonna happen too. That's KD, right? All right. We said the X factor was gonna be Middleton and Holiday. Reason being, and for Harden and Kyrie. But what's crazy is that they're doing this without Harden.
Yeah. No, that's a big factor. And if they keep it up, like me and actually Wisdom was talking about it last night on the phone and shit
Shout out
like that.
Queensway.
I mean,
Wisdom.
it sounds like
In the building.
It sounds like they'll try to go as long as they can without Harden and let him come back in the finals or something like that.
Yeah,
and let it come to fruition like that. You know?
What wouldn't you if you was up to you? Like, wouldn't that be your mindset right now at this specific moment?
Yeah,
up
yeah,
2-0.
because they don't got their backs against the wall.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
yet.
Exactly.
They're still in
struggle.
cruise control. They're still in cruise control.
Right.
Even if they lose
Right.
game 3, they're still in cruise control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, might as well let them rest until it gets to the point where
Right.
maybe it is 2-2 Milwaukee.
And it's like, yo,
I mean, they tied.
yo, how you
now
doing?
you're going up.
How you
3-2
doing,
or some
Mr.
shit
Jimmy?
like that.
Jimmy
You know?
Softon? Feeling like your old self?
Word.
Feeling like your old self?
Word. I don't. You see, for me, I don't have a problem with Harden.
Talk that basura.
I just think he travels. I just think he
What?
travels. He travels, man. He step back as a travel. But that's just
He got a passport. He's not allowed. He's a citizen.
whatever, bro.
Come on, man.
Not on the corner. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. Shout
What
out
up,
to everybody
y'all?
tuning in. You already. Call us up 347-586-1676.
Yeah,
Go
man.
ahead.
We listening?
Let me hear
He
it.
played 35 games this season.
KD 35.
So that was huge.
Tree.
That's huge.
That's half the season, literally.
In retrospect, Giannis played 61 games this season.
So it's a big. It's a difference. It's a difference in terms of like.
You think that wear and tear went on Giannis? It's only second round in the playoffs.
I think it could be considered a factor, but at the same time, like you coming off back-to-back MVPs, man. You talking about somebody like Giannis.
Okay,
But it's
okay,
showing season,
okay.
so you played less games.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Because we're
I
gonna
don't think
listen,
it's- I
y'all.
don't think it's like that.
I didn't do too well in math in school and shit, but we're gonna break this shit down to math. All right. The automatic wear and tear is there. Giannis obviously played 2 times the more games. You know what I mean? That Durant played. No matter what, that's wear and tear. Now, does it even out in terms of injury? I don't know, because now we need to fucking bring in some medical professionals for that shit, right? Because
have
of
to
his
take
injury,
age into factor as well.
right?
Well, I don't know about that. Yo,
I mean,
I don't-
Greek Freak, you know, he's solid.
Yeah, have you seen that motherfucker? He's more than solid. That motherfucker
Yeah.
he's built, bro. And I get it. But Durant only played 35 games in the regular season. He's coming out here like it's summer league right now.
Word.
Like that's what he feels. Huh?
Torn Achilles.
No, and I get it. And I get it, which is why he only played that amount of games.
yeah.
But now they kind of letting the collar off if they can. Unless something else happens right now. Hopefully not an Achilles, but maybe something else, like a hand, whatever the fuck it is. Unless something else, bro, that's it, bro. Kevin Durant, Harden is not playing right now. Leash is off, man. Go ahead, bro. Fuck your minutes restrictions. Fuck all that. That shit's not going to happen right now. Unless you do really tell me that you hurt right now, nah, you playing. Kyrie, same thing. Boom, you playing. He ain't going to no birthday parties right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right, well,
He ain't going to fucking
it look like-
ATL
it
and
look
shit
like-
right now.
It looks like they're in cruise control, bro, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. But the Bucks got to answer. So let's now get into
Middleton and Holiday's got to answer. They need to step their games up right now. They need to show that they can't have, you know, fuck Brooklyn's plans to locking them down, because that's literally what's happening. But Middleton is such a key factor, like I don't even know, man, because you could see it. You could see it.
Last question I have, bro.
Sure.
Do you really think they are locking down Middleton, or is this a reoccurring thing with Middleton?
I think no. I think I feel like a lot of people sleep on, you know, Brooklyn's other players. Brooklyn's other players is nice, bro. They're not crazy nice,
No,
but
they
got
got
good.
solid position.
Yeah,
players.
like fucking Joe Harris was a fucking Olympian and shit. Like, don't get it twisted and all that. You know what I mean? They know how to put in work. You know what I mean? And don't forget
contest winner right there.
the 3-point contest. And don't forget, Claxton's not even playing yet.
Word.
So they
Well, I
down
mean-
a big man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think
I think defense has a really good scheme, and they're putting it on the court. Like, they're putting it into plan, you know? And it's working. But on the Buck side of it is they got to, you know, transition. They got to be like, all right, well, this is what they're doing. Now this is what we're going to do. You know, it really sucks that they don't have DiVincenzo, who I thought was going to have a breakout season. And he was on the cusp. It wasn't a breakout season, but he was doing his thing this year. He definitely would have been a factor, but he's hurt. You know what I mean?
He's solid.
He's solid. Now, I'm not going to say that he's the X factor in this, but it's those type of players that you need when Giannis, you know, Giannis got to make other plays, bro. You know what I mean? And I feel like he did his thing, man. Like, he hit fucking like 3 threes and shit. You know what I mean? Like, damn, Giannis hitting 3 threes, bro. Like, he's trying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
Let's move on, man. We got a couple other series to get into, man.
All right, what's next on the plate?
I know, man.
My fault.
Shout out to the Clippers, man. Won that big game 7 against Dallas,
Clips.
man. I was upset about that, man, because
right,
you know, well, first of all, when last week there was a time last week in the fucking episode when I was talking about how just the matchups in the West were just questionable, and this is kind of what I meant about it. When you see this Dallas Clippers series, unfortunately, it's the first round, and it should probably have been like more of like a Western Conference Finals type of thing.
Both y'all doubted Kawhi so hard last episode.
No, real. I did. I definitely did. I definitely did.
Yeah.
Well, because you want to know why?
I was the only one in here.
It was a while
That was
before
like,
we actually
you can't doubt Kawhi.
It was a while before we
I
actually
agree.
seen.
Let's be real.
I'm telling you right now, bro. No. It was a while before we actually seen Kawhi Leonard be the Kawhi Leonard that we seen
don't
of Toronto
doubt Kawhi,
and
early Spurs.
Yeah, you could doubt him until you see it. That's it.
So I'm
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna try to defend this here, Jones, because what it really is, and I'm not gonna speak for you, but you tell me if I'm wrong or right. I feel like it's the big Doncic effect. Like I fucking love Doncic, bro, right? And I saw what he was doing. It sucks that his team couldn't.
Oh, it's
Provide
undoubtable.
for him.
It's undoubtable.
But I never doubted Kawhi, right? In that sense. The reason why is because he literally made his name on this shit, bro. Like, his career is based on shit like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Finals MVP at a young age.
Yeah, he's been through the pressure.
Yeah.
For quite a lot of situations.
That buzzer beater to take Toronto to the finals.
You
know
could
what I
literally,
mean?
you could Wikipedia him, you could Google him, and just
Clutch
see this guy.
should be his
it's
fucking
a
definition.
long list of accomplishments already, and he just got into the league. You know?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't just get into it, but I get what you mean. I never doubted Kawhi. I don't feel like we doubted Kawhi to that extent. I just felt
I
like
was just, you know what it is? I was just rooting that much for Doncic.
we was
just
rooting
me.
that much
That
for
was just
Doncic, and we actually, I mean, once again, I'm not putting words in your mouth, but I banked on the other players on the Mavs to help them out in the situations that he needed it. Because Doncic, are you gonna sit here and say Doncic didn't do his thing
No, he definitely
in those games?
No. You're
Chris Tapps ain't shit.
All right, listen. I'm not saying that Doncic is a problem. I'm saying the rest of the team was a problem. Like,
No, right? No,
Yeah.
I hear you. I
You
hear
know?
you. But that's what all I'm saying is that's what we put our stock in.
Yeah.
Which is why we said what we said.
I feel you.
So I wouldn't say that we doubted Kawhi.
Yeah.
We just
so
wasn't
here
on
what it
his
is.
side.
All right, no. What it is that let's break it down
Let's do it.
wholeheartedly and let's call a spade a spade.
Let's do it. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Your boy Tyronn Lue. He was one of our new subscribers.
Word
And
up.
he's seen our video last week.
Word
When
up.
I clearly said, hey, the Clippers, if you want to beat Dallas, you better put Kawhi on Luka. Because if you don't do it, you're done. Plain and simple.
You know why?
You know what I'm saying?
You know why?
And you know what he said? He said he went back into the huddle and he said, yo, dog, you subscribe to the Jones Hour and nigga put me on.
No, I was
Kawhi,
there. I totally heard all
you
of this.
guard Luka. And you won game 6 and 7.
You know why he subscribed to us, right? You know why he subscribed to us, right?
Why?
He was like, who are these people that didn't know who the head coach of the Clippers was for like 20 fucking episodes? Like,
Yep. We ain't know you, but you knew us. You already.
he's like, yo, who are these people I'm hearing about, man? How they don't know who I am, man?
Shout out Michael John. Nah. KP, man, let's get into that factor of KP, man. Because me and Rob also had this conversation last night. And
Shout out wisdom, man.
the situation was, in my opinion, dog, like, if we remember back, like all anybody that's from New York and as a Knicks fan, you already know what we seen with KP. Like even from the first summer league game, you was like, yo, the boy could score. He's just a little awkward on defense. He could do that. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks had him on some progression shit, development shit. You know what I'm saying? So when that is happening and developing him, he's trying to learn and everything like that to be able to recover, especially on defense. He went to Dallas. They kind of stopped that, especially with the injury he got. Now, if you see the game, he was out of position often.
Yep.
He was out of position often.
Absolutely.
There was times where they're driving to the lane, he can't recover quick enough just to even like alter the layup, let alone defend it. Then you get into other parts where he's like, they're way smaller players grabbing rebounds than him. Over him because he's just in a bad position of trying to get the rebound and just think maybe his length in his arm could just grab it when the other person is perfectly in a position to grab it with two hands and control the basketball. So he's constantly out of that, and I don't think 347-586-1676. That's the number. 347-586-1676.
Is it pinned right now?
You
Is
got
it
it
pinned
pinned.
on the live?
I got to pin it
got
on
it
the
pinned.
Facebook.
What about the Instagram? Is it
The
pinned
Instagram
on
on his
Instagram?
pin, yeah.
All right, so we're good.
Yeah. So
Call up, man. Yo, man. Oh, may I or?
yeah.
Yo, so we had a conversation about this a few times, actually.
Cuz, what up?
Yeah, what up, y'all? We had a conversation about this a few times with Chris Tapps. The outer position, it's like fundamentals that he's somewhat lacking, even when he guards the perimeter, right? It's like he looks like he doesn't know what to do with himself when he's out there.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. And the other part I wanted, my bad.
No, because
The other part that I wanted to say about it also is like when you think about the offensive schemes that the Knicks used to run with Kristaps Porzingis, he's out. He's on the 3-point area, like outside of the paint. Yes, he had that ability to crash the boards, to put back dunks crazy and whatnot. But his game was out there, catching the ball out there, starting out there. With Doncic as the point guard and the ball dominant person in Dallas, it kind of is going against the chemistry of what KP does for his game.
Naturally.
Because now,
Naturally.
now what
Right.
what Dallas really needs is KP to be that down low, maybe back to the basket type of factor of a player, and that's just not KP's game. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you could even see when he said that, oh, I kind of feel like the second, the backup plan in the situation.
KP did the classic, I'm going to play super hard for the last game of the series, and it's not going to mean a goddamn thing. And it's only going to look good on paper.
Where
Yeah.
He turned it on. It didn't mean a goddamn thing in Game 7. But he didn't play bad in Game 7, but it didn't mean a goddamn thing.
All right. I'm gonna be straight up. Fuck KP as a Knicks fan, but on some analytical, statistical, whatever bullshit. Let's be real. KP is a good player minus the injuries.
Oh,
Number one.
Absolutely. He does some magic stuff.
Number one. Number two, what he was doing with the Knicks is because the Knicks went with his natural game first and then try to maximize that, right? At that moment. You know what I mean?
But they was progressing him.
It was.
Go ahead.
You know what I mean?
Now 3.
When he gets to the Mavs, they have a whole different dynamic in their head. Now, in which whatever conversation they had, Kristaps, as any athlete, probably would be like, yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. I got Doncic. Yeah, I'll change my game. But my brother, it ain't working.
I don't even know if he agreed to that. I don't know if he wanted.
No. I mean, it's not, bro. There ain't nothing to agree, bro. If the coach is gonna run something, the coach is gonna run something. There is nothing. What are you gonna fight? You gonna fight him?
No, yeah.
No. That's what it comes down. This is the system. This is how we're gonna run it. I'm not saying like there was actual like, listen, no, it was a fucking trade, bro. It was a free agent.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, Kush, I got a question for
Sure.
you. Anthony, please, as all three in the room, do you think they're utilizing KP properly?
No, I feel no.
that's what I just
Dallas.
said.
That's what I'm trying to state right now. So a part of it is Dallas misusing Kristaps.
I don't fully believe that it's all on the franchise or the
I never said all.
No, but
I never said all.
Go ahead, I'm gonna let you finish, and I'm gonna say what I.
But it's up to the player to change their game when put into another situation.
That's a fact.
How many big men, centers, or power forwards, LeBron aside, all right, that actually get their team, you know what I mean? Like they run everything through that guy. Who was the last center that really got what? Fucking Shaq.
Not center, but definitely power forwards. I mean, there's definitely power forwards. You know, asterisks such as Draymond and shit like that could do it. But you said you want to finish.
No, yeah. The only point I was gonna make is that the reality is like you have a responsibility as a professional to change your game.
You're right.
You have a responsibility to try to change your game and put the work in.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? You have multiple times in history where, let's use an example from the Knicks, or someone like Larry Johnson, or we could even use Blake Griffin right now. You know what I'm saying? He lost their step. They both had crazy bungees, lost their bungees, and what did they both do? They both developed a 3-point shot. They said, I can't do what I used to do. I could try to give you some of that here and there, but how I'm still going to be an asset to the team is that I'm going to pull the threes and bang them at a high enough percentage for you to trust me to where I could spot up and be out here standing.
Right.
Facts.
But here's the whole thing. Dallas wants the opposite. Because he's 7'3".
I know, I understand that, but
he got hurt.
He got to put.
He
the work
wants
in.
to do.
Well, we don't know if he's
understand.
putting the work in. Let's be clear. This is what we're seeing based off. This is what we're saying based off of what we're seeing. You know what I'm saying? As an analysis in terms of what could be the problems of what's going on over there in Dallas.
Right.
I mean, they still did go to Game 7. It still was a hard-fought series. They still wasn't like they got swept or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
He's making a crap ton of money, all right, and he's playing with a once in a generation player. The guy's not in a bad situation whatsoever, so it's entirely up to him to keep up and change his game. You know?
It's and I'm not gonna say that you guys are wrong because you're absolutely right. It's always on the individual at that moment. But let's say he did try. I mean, he's fucking playing in the system, right? So he's making some type of effort and trying to change his game. But all I'm saying is that this is the results. This is what's happening. All I'm saying is that, bro, you made a bad decision, or not really. Is like I said, it was a trade, so you had no fucking choice. But this is not working for you. This is not the team you need to play for right now.
That was totally his choice.
Him and his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
him
last
and his brother.
question. One last question.
Stay with the Knicks.
Yeah.
One last question.
Go ahead.
So I agree with Anthony when he said don't give the full blame to the franchise, but Rick Carlisle hasn't won the chip since like
Dirk.
2012.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we in 2021 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do we really think his system is going to bring them to another championship?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see it. The thing with Luka is it's straightforward. If you fill all the positions around him with proper role players that play their positions properly, and you let him control the team,
I mean, at the end of the day,
You need a whole bunch of just above average players.
No, at the end of the day, he's already proven that he knows what the formula is
Yeah.
to win because he's already won.
Yeah.
But at the
If-
same time, it's like you might, you know,
if
things
they
change.
if they
You
can
know what I'm
get
saying?
if they can get KP off of their salary and off their payroll and they can clear that off, oh my God, what they can do with that space.
Who's taking KP? Who's taking KP?
I don't know.
Hold on, let's check. We might have a first caller or not. It might be scam likely.
Good question.
Hello?
I really I don't see many teams wanting KP, but
Hello?
in reality, like
Yes.
Hello, you want a Jones out? Who this?
I have a question to the panel that doesn't necessarily have to do with Dallas at this point.
All right.
If you guys, if it's possible,
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
is what kind of package do you think that the Knicks have to put together to still keep some sort of bench and be able to pry Lillard from Portland?
That's a valid question.
So
Go ahead.
I
Kush.
just want to get a little bit more specific. What the Knicks have to keep, or what do they have to give away?
The package to give away.
Yeah,
The
what
package
they
to give
need
away.
To keep, what do they need to keep to still have a solid bench, which I think was one of their prime uses throughout the season, but enough to be able to get Lillard away from Portland.
Sure.
Obviously, including the draft choices that they have. Also, I'd like to hear the panel give their opinion on it.
Right. You want me to start, or you want to go?
And
Sure.
by the way, give some love to my son Brian also, and my man Kay. And,
Hey.
Word, what up, Pops?
Mr.
at that.
Jones in the
Already.
building.
First phone call. Appreciate you, Pops. You already.
We born to die.
Facts. I think. So I'll start by saying I think that if we're gonna get Lillard, I think quickly automatically is in the package. You're gonna have to give up a guard to get a guard. You know, so he's gone, and probably Ntilikina's gone too. So with them two, and also you're probably giving up one of your big men, whether you choose it to be Mitchell Robinson or Obi Toppin is on you. So those three and obviously draft picks. But if you're giving up those three, then you're only giving up 2 first-rounders. If you're giving up 2 players, then you give up 3 first-rounders, I think. That's what I would say.
I would say it's definitely Randall.
Randall? You giving up Randall?
Giving up Randall.
Oh, okay.
Giving up Randall. It breaks my heart, but it will probably have to be quickly. It breaks my heart, but you know, you look at our assets and we could go. I'm keeping Obi. Mitchell will definitely have to be.
So you're saying you're giving up Randall for Obi to fill the spot?
Mm-hmm.
You giving up
Yeah,
Randall
yeah.
for
You
Obi
got
to
to.
fill
You
the
got to.
spot?
You drafted him.
I feel you.
You drafted him at that spot. At the end of the day, nobody knew Julius was gonna have this season.
All right.
Right?
So yeah. So what
To
else?
be fair.
Yes, but so what?
Mitchell.
package.
It would have to be Mitchell.
Mitchell.
You know what I mean?
So-
and you would have to take that only because, like, yo, trust me, I love Mitchell. I love Mitchell. I see the potential, but with the injuries already, you would have to probably take that with some picks.
I think it's better to give away the picks as opposed to give away the
No,
players.
absolutely at this moment, But this also goes on Portland to see what they would take.
yeah, I
But you're
think
giving up some guards.
I think Leon's gonna do the Leon Rose flex, like
Yeah?
super hard. I think we can get away with floundering them on this one, like straight up. Like we could give him the lamest package back, but he has to be frustrated and he has to be voicing his frustrations.
that what you're
and he
saying
has to be super pissed and be like, I want to be out of here.
Right.
That's the only way that we'll get hit, like be able to give a lame package and get him back. It just has to be. It's probably gonna end up being Mitch. I can see it being Mitch. I could see it being
Randall.
IQ and Mitch. I don't know about Julius.
I can see about Julius. Julius still young, man.
But when it comes down to Julius, if we did Julius for what is it called, Dame package, if we did that, the actual cash value would make more sense, and there would be less money like left on the table that we would have to cover up.
Right.
So that would make more sense, and it would pretty much just be a trade off, and then probably a pick, maybe 2 picks.
Right.
We have how many picks left on the table over the next couple of years?
Right. But like you stated it beautifully. It's all predicated on Damian Lillard. He has to be super frustrated, and
Bluetooth.
And he also has to. You know what I mean? Like, only have 2, 3 options to go to, and you know what I mean. And the team will have to put that up. Like, and obviously it has to be the Knicks. He has to be like, I want to go to the Knicks. Side note though, he did go on IG Live with LeBron. Looked a little sus.
Yeah, he might go
look
to the
out
Lakers.
for that Lakers shit.
Word.
Just saying.
Pops,
You know how LeBron do.
Pops, what you think is a deal that you would give up?
Well, I agree with you on one aspect in the sense of if you're losing a guard, you got to get a guard. Because I think while CJ is a good guard, he can't carry that team on his own. That's I do also believe that one of the big men would have to be given up. And I think that Toppin plays the same position as Randall. So it kind of makes sense to me to give up Toppin because I think that you have to keep Randall. If you don't keep Randall and you do trade him, then you're doing that with the idea that I'm assuming you're going to go in the free agent market and get that second piece to give Lillard. Because if not, then Lillard is just going to go from the same situation he is now to go to the same situation he's going to be with the Knicks.
Facts.
No, I totally feel you, but when it comes down to the money, it doesn't really make sense.
And
Dame makes so much money. He's a franchise max contract.
So, but the money always has to equal.
I humbly disagree, and I'm going to tell you why. When you've made that kind of money and you still haven't won, ball players play to win championships. So he might be willing to take less to go to a team that has the possibility. Because now he's no longer in the West and have to go through the landmines of the playoffs with every team that can definitely knock you out. Other than Brooklyn, because you can see what Brooklyn did to Milwaukee, I think that we have a possibility of adding some pieces and really getting to the conference finals. And as long as Thibbs is coaching, because of his defensive prowess as a coach, then I believe that Lillard can get to the point that he won't be able to in the West.
Word.
Similar to what happened with LeBron when he was in the West, in the East. He basically had Cleveland and Miami. He was going through teams with the exception of that Boston team, but there was no one else he had to go to. It's not like the West. We all know that even the worst team, even the 8th team, could probably do some damage in the East.
Facts.
So, man, yeah.
Go ahead,
So
go
I
ahead.
know I agree to an extent. It's just that whatever happens, if we make that trade with Damian Lillard, like he has to know, like we would have to make historically big moves to actually give him a championship worthy team, even if we keep Randall right now.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And let's be honest. Okay, yeah, it's not the West, but we do have Brooklyn. We do have Milwaukee with Giannis, who is nice. Right now, Ben Simmons and Embiid are together at this moment. You know what I mean? That is 3 teams that, even with D. Lil and a Julius, you know what I mean? Like you would probably put your money on those 3 teams. Like it's still a tough division.
Yep.
Especially to get through. You know what I mean? So if we're looking at it in that aspect, if Damian Lillard decides to come to the New York Knicks because he feels like he has a chance, he has to know that it probably won't happen in 1 year. This is not no LeBron hopping to a team and making a championship qualifying team automatically.
Facts.
Only he does that.
Dame
And Kevin Durant does that.
Dame's a free agent in 2025.
Right.
Like he just signed an extension, so the guy's on the books, and it only gets more and more and more expensive. Like he has a very, I don't know, it's like 40 something million or something like that. It's something crazy.
Yeah.
Fourth year, you got to.
Nah, yeah, that's. I mean, that's too much. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think he's worth all of that. Let's
yeah,
keep
he's-
it a buck,
he's
especially
40
Just throw a thought in everybody's head right now.
real quick. Go ahead.
Vaguely sounds like Carmelo Anthony all
I,
over.
I think that, gentlemen, like I said, I think that I don't think you give up on Randall. He had a bad playoff, but he has done what he needed to do for the franchise,
Yeah, I
which
think
we
so,
haven't seen in quite some time. Plus, it'll be cheaper to keep him than spend some other money. And we already know that Randall is not a number one. He's a number two on some of the better teams. That being said, you need a number one. And if Lillard wants to come, which is one of the things that I always had the problem with KP, he didn't want to be with us anymore.
Mm-hmm.
If Lillard wants to come and they want to get here, then by all means, please come. Because anybody who wants to be here, we should try to get.
Facts.
I mean, yeah.
Word.
No, I
Well,
mean,
let's,
we hope that's the case. I mean, that's what it's coming down to. I mean, like, we hope, but, like, realistically, I mean, it's a stretch, man. It's a stretch.
I'm
it's a stretch for
hoping.
Julius. Yeah, like, we
I'm
hope.
hoping.
We hope because, trust me, there's no way, shape, or form. As a Julius Randle hater, as stated on this show, right? Like, I really don't like him, right? I've stated this,
No,
right? But he's did his thing.
We call him Beyblade all the time.
Yeah, Beyblade. You know what I'm saying? I no, yeah, I know, but I still see him as being a really great piece for the Knicks. Like great, like you said, he's he's a good number 2, an excellent number 3.
He's good for the culture.
He's good for the culture, and he's young. But what is the realistic options of really keeping him? That's what it will really come down to.
Well,
he's young.
One last
That's-
thing
that's
before
the-
Of course.
Go ahead, Anthony. I'm sorry, son.
No. I'm just saying. Dame's 30 right now. How old is Julius?
26.
Maybe even
26.
younger.
Yeah, 26.
He's 26.
No, he's 26.
So he's good for the culture. So
Word. Well, wait. Let's get off of this topic, man. Like we got a lot to cover. Pops, you can still fuck with us for a little bit, man. You already on, man. Might as
Oh,
well.
thank you, son. I actually have to go back to work. I just wanted to enjoy the ability to actually call into a TV show that I actually know everybody on the show.
Word.
we
Facts.
appreciate you.
Thanks.
Yo, all love Mr. Jones. Yo,
Word,
here,
man.
yo, you gonna get it.
Jones, we born to die.
Facts.
That one was for you.
Word. All right, damn, man. I
Thank
love
you,
man.
gentlemen.
Take
All right,
care, bro.
fellas. Have
Love
a
you,
great
man.
evening and have a great show. Love you all.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I love you
man.
too, man.
Take care.
Later.
Later.
Facts. First
Word,
call.
man.
That was official. First call. Man, y'all can call us. Yeah, you can call us up 347-586-1676, man. Anytime y'all want to chime in or, just add your 2 cents and whatnot. But I think we've already covered everything when it comes to the Clippers and them. They're gonna play. I'm gonna just
playing
say
tonight.
Yeah, they're gonna play the Jazz tonight.
Jazz,
I think
game 1.
I think it's gonna be a lot of questions answered with this one because Clippers since last year when they joined with Kawhi and PG, they've been supposedly gonna get a title, and then you have a team like the Jazz this year that's number 1, and they have a lot to prove because even though as being a number 1 seed, they not too many fans believe in them unless you're from actually Utah. You know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be a lot.
A lot of people on this show didn't believe.
Facts. Word. But let's get off of that.
Let's taper off.
Lakers.
What
Lakers
are we
out.
tapering off into?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're still in basketball, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
we
What's
got mad
what's
basketball.
next on the
Yeah,
list?
Lakers out.
It'll be Phoenix Nugs.
Yeah, Phoenix. Lakers out. They done. AD being out was a big factor for them. Suns took advantage. They did exactly what they were
got
supposed to
'em.
do.
Gaheem.
Got him.
Yep. So now Denver.
Bye bye.
Now Denver and Suns. They played yesterday. Phoenix won. Then they did their thing. We see the almost look like a next level for them. And Denver been good all year. So that's how that goes.
It might be. It might.
I got Suns going.
No, I
You got Suns going?
Hell yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, I got the Suns taking it too. But this might be showing where that Jamal Murray,
That lack of Jamal
you know
Murray
what I'm
comes
saying?
in play.
Where that missing piece might be. I mean, it's early. It's early. We seen what happened, with the Mavs and Clips. It could turn around real quick. It's the playoffs, but
No, absolutely.
but
absolutely.
this it might be showing something bigger. Is all I'm saying. Just keep an eye on it.
Yeah,
man,
I
because I
think
think,
the matchups.
Yeah, I think at this
Exactly.
point, we're gonna see the Suns and the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals, and it's gonna be
Suns
a
Clips.
good one. It's gonna be a good
And
one.
who you think takes that?
Is that your prediction? Who
I
wins
think,
that prediction?
I think
He's going with Phoenix.
I am going.
He's going with Phoenix. We all know he's going with Phoenix.
I totally want to see. I really want to see CP get it this
Yeah,
year.
me too. I'm going Phoenix.
You know,
I really want to see CP really make it and get it this year, especially that this is the year he fucking beat his homie, nigga.
Facts.
Like, damn, took out LeBron.
I'm a big CP fan. I'm a big Rondo fan. Rondo got his chip. I think CP deserves his chip. Like,
facts.
he definitely deserves his chip.
Yeah, man. So
And then when CP gets it, Melo's next because it's not fair.
Rondo got 2 chips.
The whole
right?
boat needs it.
Rondo
The whole
got it.
boat needs it.
Rondo got
The
2
whole
chips
boat
now.
need rings.
Word. Yeah, so I think so like we said, I think the Suns going to take that Denver series, but it's going to be a battle. It's not going to be that easy at all. And lastly, man, we got to give a shout out to Trae Young as much as I don't want to do it, man, because I fucking can't stand this motherfucker. But, I mean, we ain't have to
Rat
do all
boy.
that. We ain't have to do all of that.
Rat boy.
We ain't have to give him all of that. But
Rat
that
boy.
boy's hard to guard, man. That boy is putting on a show right now. I think Atlanta has nothing to lose. They have no pressure against them at all. They wasn't supposed to win against the Knicks, and they won, and they're not supposed to win against Philly, and they could win this too. I think they was up crazy. I mean, Philly was able to battle back in that fourth quarter to make it an actual close game, even to the point where it was almost, buzzer beater, shots to take it to an overtime. That's how bad it was when they was, Philly was down 26 points at some point in the game. So they was able to come back and do that. But Trae Young, man, that dude is a beast, man, and he's out of this world. He's next level right now. That's what you could see.
Hey, Jones.
Uh-huh.
If the draft is all over again, John Morant, Trae Young back on the board, who you taking?
Yeah, that's a good question. John Morant or Trae Young?
That's a tough one.
I think if you're going longevity wise, I think I'm taking Ja.
Okay.
If you're talking about
If
just
Ja
right now.
is standing by my side,
No.
why should I be afraid? For the best is for my life.
No, I agree with you there. I agree with you there. I think you would be able to build a fair team with Ja.
I just think like what you see is with Trae is like what you're gonna see with other players, like as you've seen with like Isaiah Thomas, Allen Iverson. When they're these just size players, eventually they don't fit no more. When they can't score no more, then that's it.
Well,
they're nothing.
Eventually your game gets figured
Ja's
out.
a bigger player. You know what I'm saying? Where he could,
Ja's
probably last
a
longer.
beast.
Plus he could jump out the building.
See, I got no problem with Ja's game. I think Trae's game is blasphemous. Like, that guy just plays to get fouled. He plays to get fouled.
Yeah, well,
Ja.
fuck him. But shout out to him.
Right now to the 76ers by two.
By 2? How much time?
It's halftime, bro.
Oh, 2 points halftime. That's nothing.
57-55.
That's still a
No,
valid game.
that's a ball game.
All right, but I think that's enough for the NBA, man. We wild out today with the NBA. Let's get into hockey. You already know. Shout out to my Islanders. You already know we need that, yo. Fucking Islanders big win last night.
I'm not gonna lie.
What's up?
The last 2 Islander games, bro. Like, I watched nothing but hockey those nights. I didn't watch any basketball. My apologies to you guys.
No, you don't got it.
I had to stop
Why you
everything I was
apologizing?
doing and just watch my fucking Islanders win those
Why you
games.
apologizing, man?
Yeah, it was a big
Playoffs take precedence.
Big W was a big W. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Meaningful game.
we was up 5-2. They did battle back in the third. they outshotted us ridiculous. We were seeing the numbers today. They had 40-something shots on goal, and we only had like 19.
Yeah, Bruins had 40.
goals.
It was like 46 shots on goal, and we had 19. Yeah, you were right, 19. And then we won 5-4.
You know, so timely. You know, our offense is topped out. You know, they could do some things, especially when it's full strength 5-on-5. It's not that we're a competitive team and we could run with anybody. You know, so I think next game back at the Coliseum. I think we need to close it out.
Going back to the barn, baby.
Yeah, we need to close it out.
Don't play with your food.
And I think we need to prepare for.
Don't play.
I think we need to prepare for Tampa.
Oh yeah, baby.
We need to prepare for Tampa. It looks like they'll probably go in advance, and then in the other side, you know, it looks like it'll be Montreal already advanced, and maybe they'll play Vegas. So that could be a possible preview of the Final Four right there. Montreal, Vegas, the Islanders, and Tampa, and. So far, my prediction is still intact.
Yeah, it was Vegas. It was Vegas
and the
Islanders,
in the Stanley Cup. So
let's go Islanders.
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah, they wild out, bro.
You know why? You know why? They Golden Knights, man.
It's that money, man. It's that
Golden
money.
Knights, baby.
Facts.
Golden
I don't
Knights.
know what it is. I don't know what
It's
it is.
that
I don't know
betting
where
money.
they came at, yo. Yeah,
It's
like
that
never seen anything like this from an expansion team ever in any sport. You know what I'm saying? Even it took the Mets 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Like.
No, you're right about that one.
Like they motherfuckers came next year, same year they made it. Same year they came into the league. They the best team like in the playoffs, like 1 or 2 seed type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Facts.
When it comes down to the NHL and their new team drafts, all teams are on the. All players on the board. All the teams are given a certain amount of players that they're allowed to protect from the new team draft. And outside of that, they're giving everyone else. So, any position player you want, you know what I mean. Whoever's up there, that's what the draft is for a new team. So,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, well, they cashed in on their draft, man. And they did
Seattle's getting its new team this year, I think. Next year.
the Kraken. Yep. Yeah, so we'll see about that. That's a corny name, though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Well, it's octopuses.
Oh, yeah,
Whole bunch of octopuses.
Seattle getting Seattle and Vegas.
No.
Seattle and Vegas getting
It's
hockey
already
teams
Plural,
means Vegas and Seattle getting basketball teams.
Let's go. Supersonics is back.
Oh, definitely. They're taking Sonic's name back. There's no
Sonics was fire. That was a fire colorway, fire jersey.
I think they should.
I think they
that
should.
culture's still there.
I think they should.
They're
I think
prepping
That was
for
fire. That
Yeah,
was
I think
fire.
Maybe they could tweak the color a little bit, but that's it. Yo.
Yeah. That
Tweak the jersey a
was
little
a
bit, but that
fire.
shit's fire.
Supersonics
Yeah, and
is
then
not a
there's-
bad name. That was kind of dope.
And there's teams in the West that aren't supposed to be in the West. Like you have New Orleans in the West. Like,
Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis is in the West. Like
Yeah.
those aren't really Western.
Yeah,
Western
you put them back to
cities.
where they geographically are, and
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it works either way. But yeah, man. So shout out to that on the hockey tip. Let's
Absolutely, man. Let's go Islanders, B.
we gonna discuss Julio Jones. That Julio Jones watch is over.
Julio
Jones watch is over. We didn't. We had,
Julio.
facts. Julio. Yeah, man. Julio Jones. That's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? He got
Second
He
cousin,
got
3
traded.
times removed.
Word. He got traded to the Titans. I think.
Tennessee.
I think yeah.
Multiple Tennessees.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So the Tennessees wound up getting Julio. Gave up Corey Davis, another piece, and some draft picks. I think. Go ahead.
I was just looking into it. From what I'm reading here, and I don't know if I'm wrong, but it says
Talk
They
to the
shipped-
mic, goddammit.
no. They said they shipped wide receiver Julio Jones and a 6th round pick in the 2023 draft to the Tennessee Titans for a 2nd round pick 2022 and a 4th round 2023. I don't see anything about Corey Davis.
They got flossed.
Well, I heard that they put it. I heard that when I first heard the deal, I heard that there was Corey Davis in it.
I looked
so
it
I
up.
don't know.
No.
That's what we got to do for Dame.
Word. So
This Bleacher Report.
either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's still over there. It's a good move for them on the offensive tip.
It's big
I
if they
mean,
kept Corey.
Yeah, but we're gonna see. Yeah, I mean, offense is gonna be crazy, but offense doesn't win. And we seen that.
They got King Henry.
We just seen that last year because Kansas City just had the best offense and they lost. So I mean, offense is only going to get you so far.
I agree, but
wins.
Tennessee's always,
So,
they had a decent offense, man.
No, I know that.
I mean,
No, they
I'm
just-
sorry, a decent defense, man. They did.
They did all right.
They did.
all right.
I had them in
was middle-
fantasy. They
middle
got
of
me
the
some
pack.
points.
Yeah, fantasy is not a real indicator of what it is.
Still
you know what I'm
stats.
saying? Yeah, I mean, you got to stat like for like sacks and shit. So
Still stats.
so that's how that goes.
But
And,
yeah, that's what a move, man.
word.
What a
Now,
move. It flipped the AFC a little bit. You know what I mean?
Word.
It definitely did.
Facts. Now, what did you want to do, Kush?
What do you mean?
Oh, we're gonna get into the Yankees and Mets right now.
Yeah, baseball.
Facts.
It was
Yeah.
baseball.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into the baseball right now. So shout out to the Islanders and what they could be possible.
Word, man. Let's see what's gonna happen with Julio, man.
Mm-hmm.
But baseball.
Yeah, shout out Dodgers.
No,
That's Facebook. Yeah.
no. Let's not shout out the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, let's not.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Bro,
let me tell you, man, you in New
on
York.
on American League
please.
and National League counts. Fuck the Dodgers.
Yeah, like
Fuck the Dodgers.
double fuck.
Yeah.
The Dodgers.
1 and 2.
We are the
1 and 2.
champions, my friend.
We apologize for this background noise that's going on right now. Yeah, so let's go into the. You start this week.
Yeah,
with the
I'll
Mets.
start it up. I'll
Start with
start
the
it
Mets
up.
this week.
Ant, would you like to join me?
Lindor.
I promise y'all next week we'll clean that up a little bit. We'll get the actual bars to Lindor.
Sorry,
All
I'm
right.
late. I got no rhythm.
It's all good.
We got
Hey.
a couple of parody songs that we already got cooking
Hey,
up, man.
rhythm.
Rhythm.
Pondoviches and Lindor.
2 Ds,
The Vitches and Lindor.
which might be remixed to Pundichiches.
Tracks this summer.
Tracks of summer.
Word.
2021 Heat.
Pause.
Some
You already
Let's hear
know.
the Mets, man. Let me hear the Mets, man.
Yo, man. The Mets. Solid pitching right now. Solid. Bullpen wise. That's really what's keeping for what we had as a AAA team alive. With all the injuries that we had. It's a blessing. I'm not gonna get too hype. Right now because we could fall off any second real quick with the personnel that we have. However, what they're doing right now, and they're scoring for DeGrom, by the way, something we haven't been doing in a long time.
Facts.
Scoring for DeGrom.
Facts.
I had a prediction. End of June, July, Carrasco back, Syndergaard back. At the time that I made this prediction, Conforto wasn't hurt, but guess what? Conforto coming back soon. All of this coming together. I still have a prediction that all the gears and the Pistons, they haven't been running at full throttle. Y'all just wait. What the Mets have been doing is crazy. It's crazy. And I can't even like give another example of another team off the top of my head that just brought up a whole bunch of fucking AAA players and just fucking was like, all right, go fucking do this and niggas is getting game-winning hits. Game-winning hits in the ninth. You know? In games that we need. You know? It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch what right now that's happening.
Definitely.
DeGrom. Fucking GOAT, nigga.
Facts. Facts.
Fucking GOAT.
I'm not doing that shit.
Fucking
Jones, come on,
GOAT.
come on.
You don't have to.
Give us a
doing
goat. Give us a goat.
Good.
You looking at it right here. Baby. Go right here, baby.
Yeah, get the camera off of Jones. Come back
You know
to
what
me.
I'm saying? You
Come back
feel
to
me?
me and twist it.
Fucking-
That's
Goat.
the Grom right there. That's the
That's all
Grom.
you. That's all you.
You know,
We're not talking about the Yankees, so go ahead. man.
SNY.
Continue what you was talking about. man.
SNY, they like to say DeGromination.
DeGromination.
It's a DeGromination. Beasting right now. He's beasting right now.
Call us up 347-586-1676, man.
Yeah, you already know, man.
Already.
Yeah, I mean, what I have to say right now is really like general. We're losing right now to the Orioles.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, we're losing right now, and so are the Yankees. The Yankees
Yeah.
are losing right now as well.
Oh, that's not good.
Thanks.
Now that's not good
I mean,
because
that's
they're
a
playing the
different
Twins,
situation.
literally the worst team in baseball.
They're losing to the Twins, and they just lost their last 3 straight to the Red Sox.
Oh,
Yeah, we just got swept. No, we're talking about the Mets, man.
no, I'm good. Let's go Mets. Glass half full, baby.
Yes, sir. Word. I like
Let's
that.
go.
I like how you raised the volume on that one.
Yeah, I had to, man. It's promising. It's promising, and I know we're all having fun watching this.
God,
you know,
bad.
Villar.
Bruh.
You know, like, yo, Villar hit that RBI single when DeGrom was pitching. I hope y'all seen that.
Bruh,
What
it
he do when he got
feels
to
so
first?
good.
What he do
It
when he gets to
feels so
first?
good.
He said like this, Ant.
Yeah.
He went like this. He said
Discount
New
double
York.
check. Yeah.
He said New
Across
York.
the chest.
Across the
Chest,
chest.
bro.
Doing it for Queens.
Yeah, this shit.
Queens, baby. Queens, baby.
Queens was the only thing. Queens was like the only good thing you said out of all those statements. You know what I'm saying? So,
How about them Yanks, man? What's going on in the Bronx?
yeah, we're
Yeah,
shitty.
word.
We're shitty.
Oh.
yeah, man. We're pretty fucking shitty.
Looking about,
We
what
did
is
good
it,
with
6
Tampa.
straight?
We did good. We did good in Tampa, but
No, 5 straight? If we lose tonight?
4.
What
We
the
just
fuck
only
did you
got
just
swept
say?
by.
Ant?
We only got
No.
swept.
Hold on,
You guys also
wait,
lost to the
wait.
Rays the game before that,
Wait,
right?
wait,
Last game.
The last game
We're
of
gonna run
the
this
Rays
back.
series. So,
Ant, did you just say we?
No, I mean New York in general, bro.
No.
This is a podcast, man. I'm supporting Jones's team as well. I can't hate that shit.
And
Thank you.
I just wanted to let y'all know.
Listen.
Anthony is one of the greatest producers. All right. I
appreciate
just want to
that.
let y'all know for shit like that. All right. Because you would not catch me dead saying no shit like we.
Oh, God.
What kind of shit?
Get over yourself,
We?
please. Oh my God.
We?
Oh my God.
Camera's not on air, but if y'all see the hat Ant's wearing
Fucking-
right now, y'all be like,
fucking-
we?
You know what? You asking for it. DeGrom gonna need Tommy John. That's it. 2 weeks from now.
No problem.
That's it.
Garrett Cole's a cheater. Go ahead. Continue
Yeah,
with the
Garrett
Yanks.
Cole's a
Don't
cheater.
put
Go ahead
that
with the
into
Yanks.
it,
Go
bro.
ahead.
That's mean spirited right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's it.
Go
That's
ahead.
it. That's
Go
it.
ahead. Take
Tommy
the pine
John.
tower out your belt. Garrett Cole. Yo,
Damn, bro.
where did the
Team
Yankees?
player, Ant.
Where did
Ant,
the
you are a team
Yankees?
player.
Where did the Yankees acquire Garrett Cole from?
Oh, the cheaters.
Oh, enough said. Go ahead, man. What's going on with the Yanks?
Yo, man, there's no shame in our game, baby. We good. Nah, just only thing I gotta say about the Yankees is like, you know, just everything that goes wrong seems to go wrong, and it's like when I brung it up last week in terms of teams putting it all together. When you put it all together, you find ways to win and things of that nature. And it seems just like the Yankees right now are just finding all those ways to lose. You know, I mean,
Yeah, I feel you.
you're starting the game up 1-0. Like 1-0, or you're starting the game up winning 3-1, or you're starting the game winning 5-2, and then all of a sudden, 6th inning comes around, 7th inning comes around. Now the game is tied, or now you're losing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's starting out good. You look like you're having that, but you're not even being able to build off of the momentum that you got. You know, you're not even being able to put your bullpen to the use that it's supposed to be, because I mean we're supposed to have the most dominant bullpen, but if you're constantly not in the game, you know, to actually use that as an asset for you, then it means nothing. It's useless, you know.
Quick question to you.
So-
Quick question to you.
Go ahead.
All right. Last week we brought up that this is the time of the year where we can figure out and judge a team and see where they're going to go or where they're going to be by the end of the year. Where do you see the Yankees right now, considering this is a week after when we said we needed a week?
I could still
Where do you
see them. No, I could still see them as a wild card.
Yeah.
You know, I could still see them as I don't know if it's gonna be 6 or 7 teams that make it. I don't even know what it makes, or 5. I don't even know how many makes it anymore. But I could still see them. I could still see them. You know.
I mean,
being
you
able
guys
to
are
hold
still
off.
lethal.
Yeah, no, we still got it. I mean, the crazy part about it is, like, as much as we complained about Aaron Judge in the beginning of not playing, he's actually played the most games for us and is the most productive, doing the most things for us, you know. So hopefully that's something we could build on with that. And
No, absolutely. Judge is
I
no
just
joke.
I just want us to put it together. You know what I'm saying?
dude's
like
an
if,
all-star.
Like if you're starting the game good, you know, you gotta finish it. You gotta finish the game. You know, so
That wasn't
we'll see what
champagne. That
happens
was
with
hot beer.
If I may,
Go for
I
it.
feel like it's a lot deeper than what you're saying, Jones. I really do. I feel like it's a huge personnel miscalculation that has happened with the Yankees. Looking at it now is that they had an analytical mindset, a certain way of doing things. And what they did was basically handcuff themselves with that using that mindset with the players that they acquired. They cannot plug and play players naturally that you typically would you know, like how you would kind of bring it in a team. Like they handcuff themselves. You're taking a player out because of defensive, you know, priority or whatever, and then you just fucked your whole lineup up. You know what I mean? You don't want Aaron Judge to get hurt, but then you're gonna put in what's this guy named Frazier, and guess what? Ain't shit happening over there. You got players playing out of position. It's so. You said you see them making the wild card, bro. I honestly don't, and I typically don't say it because it is the Yankees. You know, they usually always make some sort of the playoffs. You know what I mean?
No. They're gonna make and spend as much money possible to.
No, they're kind of handcuffed with it. There's not really much.
I was gonna say they're really close to that tax threshold, bro. Like really close. That Cashman really has like holy shit. He's earning his money right now. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
You know he has some decisions to make.
Yeah, the last thing I just want to bring up with the Yankees and whatnot, it's not really that, you know, they're I just feel like it's kind of similar to what we kind of saw with the Knicks in terms of just players not being able to perform at what is expected for them. Like they exceeded expectations in the play of the season, but didn't see it in the playoffs. Not everybody in terms of the Knicks. And I just see that as the Yankees right now, just not being able to have the play. I mean, look at LeMahieu. He's down how many batting points?
About 160.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a
like
big
legit
drop. That's a big drop. He was your leadoff hitter. You know what I'm saying?
Fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
Let's
So
be real.
if you have someone that's leading off batting 360 and then all of a sudden he's batting like fucking
240 and shit.
240,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big difference and
huge.
You know, I mean, just all the overall production from the team is completely dropped. You also all the righties in the lineup with no lefties, and you have the ability to have, you know, these certain types of pitchers where they could just dominate a whole lineup, knowing that there's not going to be any change in it.
For the Yankees specifically, that lefty thing is a big issue though, because it's like that's what Yankee Stadium is built for.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
So you
for
have that
it's
short
for a
production
balanced
right
lineup,
field
but for
because
those
of that.
lefty bangers.
yeah.
People like Jason Giambi, Tino
yeah.
Martinez, then people made their career
Yep.
doing that, just smacking those.
Absolutely.
Switch hitting like, and that's what it, and that's why Aaron Hicks is such a big blow
That's what
to
we
them.
grew up on.
No, but
that's what we
but
grew
that's
up
why
on. We don't
Aaron
have it.
Hicks being injured
don't have
is
it.
such a big hit on them.
Absolutely.
He was that hitter for them.
Yeah, but it was only one. You needed just a little more versatility in the lineup.
No, of course. No,
besides
you
that.
need more versatility, but like, and the rest of the people's underperforming. That's what it's coming down to.
Right.
But you could see like the little faults, man. It's like these little gaps that it's like,
They
what
add
the
up.
fuck?
They add up.
It-
Like
it-
even
it
the
adds
other
up to
day,
what's happening right
like
now.
what you guys had the lead starting the game against the Red Sox.
It adds
Yeah,
up.
no,
I know
we
that
did
hurt.
multiple games against the Red Sox.
You
We
kidding me?
started the game with it.
Yeah.
But that's all
You know what I mean?
right. All right. Enough of how shitty my Yankees are, man. We can turn it around, and like I said, I can still see them as a playoff wild card team. But they need time's running out. But it's not All-Star break yet. You know, July,
we're
August,
not
September.
there
You
yet.
know what I'm saying? It's still a full 162 game season.
We'll get
or
there.
close to it, depending on whatever COVID might happen or something like that. If they can't finish
We're,
those
we're,
games.
we're going to Yankee
Unless
Stadium
they
this
beat
year.
them.
We're going to Yankee
Beautiful.
Stadium. We're going to City Field.
Jones,
Well, it
Jones and
depends.
Ann is going to Yankee Stadium this
It's
year.
not.
No,
It's not
it-
dependent.
It all depends if they accept non-vaccinated people because, sorry.
Yeah,
I want to
a
speak about
different-
this real quick. All right.
Go ahead.
I posed this visual representation, all right, of I wanted to do a video for us going to City Field and us going to Yankee Stadium, and Jones was like, yeah, I'm bet, let's do that. Kush was like, I'm not fucking going to fucking Yankee Stadium. That's not happening. What a team player. Just saying.
I don't give a fuck. I'm loyal.
Obviously
I'm loyal.
not. Obviously, you're not loyal.
No, I'm loyal to a fault.
No, obviously not.
Yeah,
No.
obviously.
Don't let pride hurt you, bro.
Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Because you're not loyal
Fuck
to the
that.
Jones Island,
Yeah.
obviously.
We could have went there for
What? Yo, baby,
Yankees
it's 20
versus Mets.
it is
game.
2021.
All right, we
Yankees
could
and
have
Mets.
as if Subway Series don't happen.
Are we doing
All
it
right?
live? Are we going to the Subway Series?
I would like to.
Yeah, me too. Well, let's see if that would happen. But guess what? It's 2021. Y'all can always throw me in the live. That's fine. I'll be there.
We'll get some chest.
I'll be there virtually.
We'll get some chest mics.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
We'll get some chest mics, and we'll literally like just bring one camera. We'll bring the one nice camera and two chest mics, and we'll be good to go.
We'll talk about it, man. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it. But yo,
Yeah,
I heard.
You ready for
Over
that?
there.
We'll see. We'll see. Getting it. Yo.
Oh, my boy made his appearance on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Young
I heard baseball, got their marijuana thing going.
Elaborate.
Cannabis.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Elaborate.
With the Sticky Icky?
Yeah, let's hear it.
What's up with the Sticky Icky? I haven't heard.
The Sticky Icky. I mean, the only Sticky Icky I know is that,
You ever heard no OG Kush in the
round
belt?
here,
OG Kush
between
in the belt?
Harmony and Weston. A little twin. Why? Nigga. That's the only Sticky Icky I know. Bang.
Yeah, man. They got some OG Kush in the belt and in the brim. They getting a little extra rotation.
What are you saying right now?
Little extra revolution.
Elaborate.
Yes, man, because you're being a little vague right now.
Yeah, being very vague right
Please,
now.
like, let's get it going. Talk about it. Is this Kush Talk?
Pitchers are cheating. You know what? This should be motherfucking Kush Talk. Where is it?
It's Kush, you already know.
Yo, hit it one more time.
It's Kush, you already
Follow
know.
up with some applause. I want some applause right now. All right, let's get into Kush Talk.
It's Kush, you already know.
Let's hear it.
Featuring
Jones.
You're ready.
Born to Die. 2 times.
2 times.
Jones. We born to die.
I'll give you the applause with that one too.
Thank you. Go ahead, man.
Yo,
Let's
man.
hear it.
Apparently the crackdown's coming. By week, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, umps are allowed to check pitchers at maximum 10 times a game.
For what?
10
For
times.
weed?
No, for
Sticky substances. For adding revolutions to the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Sticky
all right,
Icky.
All right.
The Sticky Icky situation.
I didn't
that's
understand.
happening right
I didn't
now.
understand your terminologies here. I was like, oh, what are they allowing weed smoking in the MLB?
Only
What's
in
going
certain
on?
They said
Only in
they
certain
said no more
states.
chewing tobacco. Chewing cannabis.
Facts.
We're gonna allow. No, yeah, man. The crackdown's happening. 4 dudes got busted in the minor league, got suspended.
Wow. You know what teams?
No, who gives a fuck? No, who gives a fuck? It wasn't the Yankees or the Mets.
They're minors. Who fucking cares?
Who gives a shit? It was in it was somewhere.
How do you feel about that though?
How do I feel about what? Them getting busted?
No, just in general. Pitchers using sticky substances like
Well,
stucco or whatever.
So I feel like it's been happening for
Forever. Yeah.
But
That-
what I
football
think,
does it too.
but no, all right. But I think it got enhanced, and why it got enhanced? It's because MLB are fucking dumb. The MLB is fucking dumb. You know how sometimes when we talk about the NFL, when they do certain things, they're like one step behind. We talk about the NBA, and they're progressive.
MLB is like 50 years behind
Fucking
everyone else.
50 steps. They're fucking a whole marathon behind us, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about really old
We're trying to get to
men
Fall Rock. I'm already on Cross Bay. Your ass is still stuck on Queens Boulevard.
okay.
Like, what the fuck is
moving
happening?
like a snail too? Moving like a goddamn snail.
I don't understand. But this shit is dumb. And this crackdown that's happening is them just trying to cover up another misstep that they did before when they juiced the balls last year. Realistically, how are you going to blame pitchers for adding an advantage or a competitive advantage because y'all is fucking adding a competitive advantage legally to the hitters? That's not fair. So I'm not going to blame no pitcher for using a little extra sticky shit to try to add more revolutions.
No, I feel you.
I'm not going to blame him.
No, we live in a pitcher dominant like baseball era right now, and they're trying to battle back at that.
And
you know,
this is getting really close to a sport being broken. It's getting really close, man. It is with the analytic shit, right? With the MLB being very, very desperate to bring in fans, younger generation. They are really fucking this up.
no, you have a point.
They are fucking this up. Now they're doing this crackdown, and there's some funny facts that are happening, and we don't know if they're actually related or not. After this crackdown, bitch ass Trevor Bauer, fuck you, Trevor Bauer.
Fuck you, Trevor Bauer.
And I expected this from you. I know you use this shit. You ain't real. You ain't nice.
You
want to use pine tar. You want to use fucking super glue and shit. Fuck you.
Some type of lame ass shit.
Sorry, my fault. I got a little personal there. My fault. But his his spin rate decreased by 10%. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty big. Okay, you could say it's one game. Sorry to throw under the bus. Garrett Cole's spin rate decreased by 6%. Now, that could also be a bad game. You know? But the funny situation, not really with Bauer, but with Cole was asked today in the conference, in the press conference or whatever, do you use sticky substances? He's fumbling and mumbling and stuttering. He's I can't really answer this question. Motherfucker, say no. Number one, and let him catch you. All right, that's number one. All right. Number two, you kind of putting it on blast and putting other people like on the spot. Other people like
Facts.
That's in your tier, like DeGrom, who I'm hoping is not using it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was. I wouldn't even be mad if he was. I wouldn't be mad because the motherfucker has a fucking under 1 ERA this late in the season. The shit is so rare.
Absolutely.
So I wouldn't be surprised.
It's happened.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know? But bro, like, you out here like admitting the shit like Garrett Cole's not the nigga you cut school with. You know what I'm saying? Like, but truancy pull up. He's like, yo, man, I'm a freshman, man. We all freshmen. We really 15. Everybody over here, like, yeah, we seniors. We got lunch fourth period and shit. Nah, he ain't doing that. He's fumbling and mumbling. They're like, truancy putting you in a paddy wagon, man. You going right back to school, man.
Snitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll just say this.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously they're gonna try to do this. I mean, here's a problem, bro. The national pastime that what baseball considers themselves to be is really just not that no more. But they try to build themselves on this integrity even after the fact of all the fucking scandals and shit that's happened in baseball between betting, going back all the way to the Black Sox in terms of betting also back then, and also with the what else was I gonna say with it? Steroids.
Yeah.
You know, the steroids.
Roids.
So you know, there's controversies that happen all of the time with this shit, and I think the problem is like, you know, MLB is desperate. They have just gotten desperate. They don't know what to do. All the rule changes, everything like that. The 7-inning doubleheaders. They're putting the man on second in the extra innings.
Don't know what to do.
Everything. They are just at their wits' end and trying to do anything that they possibly can to continue to put out a product that they could stand behind and keep the old fans while drawing the new ones in, and they are failing miserably.
Jones, it breaks my heart.
They're
it does, man. I fucking love baseball. Baseball is my first sport that I fell in love with, and it breaks my heart that they're slowly. They're killing us slowly by taking the integrity out the game, like slowly. You know, with all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, like you're fucking millionaires, bro. Y'all can't be smart enough to come up with a reasonable decision that meets in the middle. That wouldn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't think I just don't think they got it, man. I don't think they got it. I think, like,
they gotta fucking find it,
like
man.
I said, the pastime of what baseball is really, really traditional, man. You have a lot of old timers and old things that they don't want to change and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
In terms of, like, when you think of everybody else, like even the
Old
NBA,
owners,
the NBA,
old franchises.
The NBA big changed a long time ago, even during the you know, from the Olympics on, the Dream Team, you know? So that was where that came from.
But
Absolutely.
Jones,
You go right there, Rob.
But Jones, I feel like they are making changes. But just in the wrong way. They should have never juiced the balls. No freaky. Yeah. No freaky. They should not have juiced the balls. And then they should not have corrected it. By doing this investigation, because guess what? You never juice the balls. This investigation will never happen.
Facts. Yeah, so it's like it's two different things.
Exactly.
So that's why you get these results, and it's so drastic from year to year. That's why.
And just to sum up Kush Talk, man, it's a shame. It's a shame. Because I really don't know what the easy solution is, but I know it's better than what the fuck y'all been doing.
Absolutely.
Like, the shit makes no sense. You're taking the integrity out. You got players doing historic runs and then having historic lows, and people are trying to figure out why this hasn't happened before. What's wrong with this player? It's not no fucking player. It's the changes y'all make every fucking year.
It's culture changes.
Every fucking year.
It's culture changes. I don't think players know how to be comfortable right now.
How could they if shit is changing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Shit is changing. It's not changing every 10
absolutely.
years.
So if you grew up playing baseball a certain way with a certain outlook on baseball, and you have a whole generation of players, we're talking about 10 plus years of players, and baseball, the players age long. You know, like it's not like they have short careers. You know, like if you're in and your rotation, you're in. You know, so like you're talking about culture change of like 15, 20 years, you know? So yeah, absolutely. I mean, let's be real though. Like if we really want to just fix everything, just be lenient on the juice, you know, not supporting, no, drugs or whatever, you know,
no,
we came up in an era of early 2000s, right. 90s, where we grew up.
It killed baseball.
Absolutely, the whole controversy of everything killed baseball.
So I don't think they could do it to that.
You know, how do you grow up being a fan of a certain style of baseball, and then that whole style, that whole era that you grew up being a fan of is just tossed right out the window?
Absolutely. I get it, man.
Yeah, well, it was cheating. Just point blank.
I mean, it's the only known cheating. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's to say, hey, right now is when it stops. You know, because we found out about this moment. Right.
It's just a shame, man. It's just a shame, man. And you know what? That's Kush Talk, man.
It's Kush. You already know.
You already know, man. Man.
All right, man. What we on to next?
Oh, we can hit boxing. You want to do an intermission after that?
No, why?
All right.
Let's go straight through.
Yeah.
It's mad hot, bro.
All right, bro. So boxing, man.
We're going to do Mayweather
versus Paul, man. That bullshit.
Nip, go lay down over there. Yeah, Mayweather versus Paul, man. He I think I'll just say this. I was surprised by Paul, man. I was surprised he even held his own. I knew the weight difference was going to be a big thing. I mean, I know Floyd can kind of hit hard. He was never really known for a power hitter, but he knew obviously he's a professional boxer, so he knows how to throw his hands.
Would you say, guys? Solid. What was it 2 weeks ago? It was 60 pounds difference.
Nah, it wasn't that much. It was like
35.
35,
40.
190 to 155. So the 35-pound difference. So
still a big difference.
But obviously, that big difference was able to, keep someone like Paul standing when Mayweather is throwing. But obviously, what you did see is that one, Mayweather didn't really train as hard as like that because it was just an exhibition fight. It wasn't nothing crazy. Two, whatever you want to say about Paul in terms of being able to stand the time with Mayweather, the reality is that he had poor boxing skills. If you ask me, you had that size advantage, the longer reach advantage. Like, you should have been trying to jab away and keep him as far back as possible. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand it's Mayweather and he's a counter puncher and that's what it is. And you've seen all the counter punches that he hit him with and whatnot. But that should have been your game plan. Either that or just try to just keep on swinging and going crazy, similar to what he did like at the end of that first round. I think it was the first round or the second round that he just started swinging crazy and it looked like, he could have really manhandled him real quick. You know what I'm saying? Even though, Mayweather looked like he ate most of it or blocked most of it off, whether it wasn't really clear contact punches, it was still that type of thing. But I mean, it was a spectacle. It was I don't really think it was that entertaining in terms of just the night in itself and the whole thing. I'm happy I didn't pay for it. I just watched it. But I mean, I ain't mad at Mayweather though. I mean, boy smart. He gonna make his money and that's the end of that. He got $100 million for that.
Yeah, nah. And never mad about the check.
Paul got 20. Paul got 20.
Yeah, never mad about the check. They do what they do to get the guap. That is what it is. But on the sports side of it, like we brought it up. was this gonna be good for boxing? After watching that shit, hell fucking no. Hell fucking no. And Showtime, round of applause. Y'all tried to meet in the middle with that Triller and legit boxing type of esque feel. You know, you brought Jesus Miro, shout them for the BX, you know what I'm saying? Always show them love. You know, they dope, but like, bro, that shit was retarded. And like, for this to be like one of the highlights of the year in terms of boxing, like, makes me sick. Okay, call me not a real boxing fan, but I'm a casual boxing fan. And guess what? That counts a lot. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because it's the fans like me that sport should count on. You know what I mean? Is that casual box fan that will pay that money. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sick right now that I watch that shit. Yeah. That shit was retarded.
Well, as a man watching it, I just feel like I said, like, that
really, Ocho Cinco shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was more entertaining than the actual than the Mayweather fight.
Well, because you know what it is? It looked like, you know, they actually engaged a little bit more. Mayweather just had a typical Mayweather fight, man. This is what he does. He blocks a lot of shit. He makes you miss, and then he counters. And he doesn't throw that many punches.
He's a defensive specialist.
He tried.
Yeah, so
he's a defensive specialist.
I mean, by the numbers, he won.
I mean, yeah,
definitely
by no numbers. I mean, nothing was judged. There was no judgment of the match in general. No, there was no winner or loser. So, I mean, there was never going to be a winner or a loser.
No, it was exhibition.
Yeah.
Yo, Ant, I'm going to tag you in on this, man. You're going to take my place. I need a quick second. Be right back.
Go ahead, you in. So, so I don't know what's going to happen with that when it comes to this boxing thing, man. I think the situation comes down to boxing struggling, man, and they've consistently had to try to struggle like this because they can't get the big fights, man, when they need them. You know, like, definitely. I'm going to say this and I'm going to keep on saying it, man. Ryan Garcia needs to be fighting Gervonta Davis, Tank Davis.
Immediately.
Like, soon, bro. Like, that could save your, you know, boxing as we know it. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that boxing is falling off. I mean, you do have a lot of up-and-coming people and shit like that, but they never seem to fight each other when they should be fighting each other, or they keep on ducking each other, or they have so many excuses, or the money ain't right, and all of this other shit. And it's just like, bro, like, do you want to help the sport of boxing, or do you just want to get this paper? You know what I'm saying? Even to the point, like, look at the female chick that we shouted her out a couple episodes, you know, ago, Clarissa Shields. She went out there and said, yeah, like, I'm going to the MMA. I'm gonna test it out. She's like, you know, one of the first pure boxers, even though she's a female. She's one of the first pure boxers that has been able to come in straight from boxing and go into straight MMA. And when they asked her about it, she was like, you know what? Boxing been playing with my money for too long.
Yeah,
I deserve more.
I could
UFC giving me money. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to see if I can step into this MMA lane and this UFC shit, and I'm gonna get my money and I'm gonna get these fights in, and that's the end of that. You know?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's how that goes. So hopefully we'll see how that goes.
I mean, when it comes down to UFC is 10 times less complicated. You know, when you go into UFC, if you're real deal Holyfield, when it comes down to being a fighter, you know, you're gonna get your fight. You know, when you're talking about boxing, there's so many different belts. There's so many different, you know, like, you're talking about different promoters. You're talking about different networks.
Yeah, and
you're talking
weight
about
classes
different,
and all this other shit.
Different everything. It's a big balance and structure issue. You're right when it comes down to that boxing has a problem with. And I tried bringing this up earlier, and a lot of it comes down to promoters having rights with certain broadcasters. So if a promoter, say a Mayweather, or say you know, any of the major promoters, if they have a rights to, say, just Cinemax or Showtime or whatever it may be, Triller or whatever it is, it gains a problem, because then you don't know what to watch, you don't know where it's going to be. It's only just a gamble, and you don't know how to feel about it. Like, you think about that, you know, like, as a fighter, problem, if you're gonna be fighting and you're gonna be involved in that, you know, like, you don't know where your next paycheck is, you don't know where it's gonna come from, what promoter it is, and if you have a guaranteed, you know, like, say if you have a contract with Abram, per se, you know, you're gonna put on the shelf and you're gonna be sitting there for how long? Months.
Facts.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it don't. Especially
So-
when you need the money and you need the fucking eyes.
If you want that
You're
money,
folding.
you're gonna go to the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't make any sense. If you're a fighter, first off, if you're a fighter, and if that's what you care about and you want to fight, you're gonna go to the UFC because they're gonna put you to work and they're gonna make you fight. They have so many goddamn specials. They're once every one pay-per-view a month, maybe 2 pay-per-views a month. So you're gonna fight.
Yep. And it's multiple because you got UFC and you got Bellator, so it's like they're competing against each other, and both of them are doing probably better numbers than boxing as a whole.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
absolutely. All right, I'm gonna tag out and I'm gonna let Kush replace me.
All right. Well, I think Kush, welcome back. You know what I'm saying? I guess you really needed that intermission. I should have been okay.
It's okay.
My bad.
It's all good, bro.
But
We here.
yeah, man. So like I think I was just going over it briefly in terms of like saying that like boxing needs to bring up the big time matches already. If they're not gonna do it, then they'll always be considered the second fiddle in terms of just the money and the revenue. I mean, the overall, you're probably gonna still have more boxing fans, like those traditional fans that go back in the day and all of these old fights and shit like that. But
So-
after that, that's that.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I probably missed just maybe a minute or two of what y'all was saying, but I don't know if y'all said this, but they got the hitters.
Yeah,
It's just why isn't the promotion as big as this? You know,
No, you're right. You're absolutely
like
right.
that's what I'm saying. It's
It's not
like,
even
why
a
don't y'all
promotion. They're not even
amp me
fighting.
up to watch a real boxing match other than these fucking exhibitions?
How come Triple G is not making the money that Floyd is making? You know, like there's certain fighters out there that are gonna brutally beat someone else up.
No. Mayweather owns his own promotion.
So
that's
does Triple G.
why. No. It's called Mayweather Promotions, though.
No, but so does Triple G.
Nah, but I don't think it goes that way because
It's called G-Check.
No, it's GGG. It's the same thing. He owns his promotion. But the thing is, like,
I don't
Get-
know.
get- Golovkin.
Mayweather fucking, you know, he created that lane.
it's a hype train.
No,
yeah, you're right.
because
No, it's not a hype train.
No.
It's owning everything. So
No.
it's like if we're gonna fight under my promotion. So he makes money off the
No,
fight,
no,
and
you're
then he
right.
makes money off
But
the
we
promotion.
brought this up
And-
last week. Actually, not last week. The week before last week.
Right.
And Kush brought it up. All right. Kush basically said like what we were watching with the Logan Paul training sequence. All right. That's a classic Floyd Mayweather hype train. He's built his career on literally selling himself. You know, and no one else does it like him.
Right, no.
All right. And because it's
Right.
unprecedented. All right. And we live in a new generation.
What up, Vanessa?
All right. Yeah. The whole older generation or the other people that don't know about it can't keep up. You know, and it's affecting their career because in this career
Right.
in boxing, it's not a team sport; it's an individual sport. And if you don't promote yourself,
Right.
all right, you're not going to make it.
Okay, I completely agree. But also, let's not sit here and act like we stupid and not act like America's like all about this monopoly shit. And with Mayweather Promotions and Showtime, like that's all like the money literally just got circled.
No, you're
You know what I mean?
You're right.
That's what happened there. That's why this happened the way it did. And look, I'm not arguing against that. All I'm saying is that why is shit being hyped up as much as it is? Okay, I get it, the name, right? That is Mayweather. But why can't y'all give that type of effort and promotion for the other big names? To hype it up.
No, you're right. You're right. And there's
No, I think the
so many good fighters on the deck.
Yeah, I
And
just think-
and I'm not even saying do the exact same
don't
thing they
think-
did, just
I'm
a little
just-
bit
I'm not
more.
saying, you know what it is? I don't even think it's the promotion. I just think that, you know, these fighters, like, I don't know. I don't know why they don't just bite the bullet and fight each other. I mean, eventually for you to be the best in the world and shit like that, it's to fight the competition or what it is. But you know what it is? The other part about it is like in boxing, because there's like fucking 5 titles in every weight class and shit like that, I could be this one champion and be content with that. Like, oh, I'm a champ.
I mean, I don't want to
have to fight
completely
nobody else.
throw Floyd on the burner here, but Floyd. All right, let's break this down. All right, his weight class was the most popular and most dominant weight class of our generation. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Welterweight
Possibly.
class. All right. Now, recently, all right, we're talking about the last 5 years, last 10 years, he's doubted any actual true competitor, all right, or person that was supposed to step up and fight him. Anyone that was possible, like had the possibility of knocking him out, he wasn't fighting. So did that ruin, considering he is in the most dominant weight class with the most dominant fighters? You have Keith Thurman, you have Gennady Golovkin, you have so many other fighters that he never fought, all right, because he was afraid of getting his ass kicked.
Right. No, that...
Yeah, well, I mean, when you get to the statue of what Mayweather is, and
it's strategical.
50,
It's
you know,
strategical at that point.
You're
But
able to make your own choices.
But you lock up your belts, you lock up the titles. You know.
No,
So I just want to make if we're about done, if we are, I just want to make a statement, and this is going to boxing and other things, and it's going to sound outrageous. It kind of seems like the new generation of sports is kind of losing their that competitiveness, that just like that Damian Lillard shit. Like, as much as he wanted to win in Portland. Grit. You know what I mean? Like, he wants to stay. He's like, nah, I'm you the best. I'm gonna beat you. I don't want to be with you. Like, and to relate to boxing, it's like, nah, let's see what the bag's looking like. Yeah, I don't care if you're the best. But is the bag going to be there?
The motivation isn't the actual
in
history.
All sports.
It's the money. It's not the history. It's not the clout. It's the money.
But I'm saying, I mean, we're talking specifically boxing now because we're in the segment.
No,
but
I'm saying
stretching to all sports right now, it kind of seems like that's where this generation is. And once again, I can't knock somebody for getting the bag, but at the end of the day, as a fan of these sports, I could knock it.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? As a person, as a man, I can't.
Actually, we just brought it up earlier when my pop said it and shit like that. Like, in the beginning, a lot of time you play to get the money because you a lot of the times you came up from nothing, so you get all this money and shit like that. You want to make sure you're gonna be established. You want to make sure your family established, everything like that.
You want to make sure you're good before you.
But after you've already made your money and shit like that, you get to the point where it's like, all right, well, if I'm gonna be doing this, I might as well try to be a champion, and that's what happens eventually.
Absolutely.
You know. So
just boxing is a different case. Just boxing is a different case with that.
No. Boxing is the same way. Boxing is the same way to a certain extent because they all put in the work to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily chasing the bag. You're chasing.
I just feel like it's a smaller window. That's why.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
The reality of boxing. The reality of boxing that's coming up into it is that you need those fights to get bigger persons.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So you do these little fights on the low. You start putting in that work. You like once you look at all any of those any boxer that tell you like, oh, my first fight I only got $100, and then it was $500, then it was $1,000, then it was $10,000, and you go it up and you get up and up and up and up and up and up. That's what your goal is and shit like that. But now that they've already getting to the fucking all the money that they could get, instead of going to that mentality of like, yo, I want to be now this dominant figure or whatever it is, they've got complacent like, okay, well, I don't have to be undisputed champ. I don't have to have all the belts. I don't have to do multiple weight classes. I'm making my money. I've done these fights. This is where I'm at, and I'm content with it.
Absolutely.
You know? And I think that's where it comes down to, because not for nothing, why aren't they fighting then?
But
why aren't they fighting each other? No, it's more than just the bag.
It's not the bag.
It's not the bag anymore.
I just
you
brought it
get
up.
the bag. You could get the bag if the two top fighters, like I said, Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, is what I said when Tank Davis when you was out. If them two people fight each other, the bag is there. They're probably both at least guaranteed $50 million, if not more.
Yeah,
they're both guaranteed that $50 million. That's the bag.
If
we're talking about boxing,
if you're doing
$50 million is not the bag,
and
boxing, I don't know what the bag is.
In boxing, we're doing how many major pay-per-views a year? 3,
if that.
2,
if that.
So how many people are being put
so
on the shelf
fights,
the whole entire year?
Yeah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, so Canelo doesn't even fight nobody no more. Like, he fought Triple G and everything like that. What about all those other nice motherfuckers that's in right there? He
where's my
fight
rematch,
nobody.
by the way? But keep going.
Yeah. He never fought nobody. He don't want to fight nobody else. But he dominated whoever he fought, like whatever it was. I think it was like fucking 3 weeks ago, a month ago. He dominated the fight. It wasn't even competitive.
No,
you fighting nobody.
You're totally right.
Fighting nobodies. It's nothing. Your name, Canelo, and whoever, like, obviously he's Mexican, so a lot of the Mexican community probably bought into that, so he was banking on that.
Oh, no.
But other than that, like,
all right,
if you're not a casual boxing fan, or you didn't do something like at like a party to throw in your house, like, oh, we all gonna watch the fight, I'm gonna have baby people over like that, you didn't care about the fight.
All right, when it comes down to Canelo, I can't doubt Canelo. Canelo's pressing style, his press forward, his ever constant stepping forward putting his opponent in the corner, putting against the rope. Like he's no joke. Like,
all right, I just want to recap though. So if it's not about the bag, then
I keep trying.
We don't have an answer.
No, I keep trying.
Then it's situational.
I keep trying to clear this up with you guys. It has to do with promotion and networks. All right, UFC has no problem with promotion nor networks. Why? Because there's one promoter. All right. And there's what? They have all their network stuff situated. They have all their paperwork, pay-per-view stuff situated already. So every month they could drop a new pay-per-view, no problem. They have all their fighters on their roster. They don't have any problems. All right. When it comes down to boxing, all right, there's so much particulars involved in everything. All right. What network is going to be on? Who's gonna be the main promoter? Who's going to get the bag? Who's going to make the most money? Like there's all these questions and what ifs with boxing.
I'm just over it though.
No, absolutely. But considering we live in an era where we give more power to the player, all right. I'm not knocking that. I appreciate that. But we live in that era. It makes things more complicated.
It does. It does.
Where in the past there was no power to the player. The fighter just wanted to fight the best other fighter that was out there. Why? Because they were clout chasing at that time. They wanted to historically be known as the greatest fighter of all time. Like you wanted to fight the best of the best.
Yeah, I think that's done.
Oh,
I think that part of boxing is done.
Yeah,
straight up.
Yeah.
But I have a question for you guys. While we're still in this topic, all right? I kept hearing it over and over and over again during the fight on Sunday, and with Floyd Mayweather being one of the greatest, or the greatest, potentially the greatest. That's the quote that they kept dropping. All right, potentially the greatest boxer of all time. All right, how do you guys feel about that in retrospect? With Ali and Tyson and people wanting to fight every big competitor and him being the guy that dances around. And I'm not saying he hasn't had major big fights.
I think that he's maybe the best of this little generation right now of boxers in his weight class and things of that nature. Being able to do what he's done, but Pacquiao is just as accomplished as him. The only thing he has on him is the lost blemish. You know what I'm saying? Ali is more accomplished than him. He got losses though. Tyson.
I don't care about losses though. Yeah.
Tyson had the craziest 3, 4, 5 year run, whatever it was that he became the most dominant boxer in the world that we've ever seen. You know, and I think excuse me, when you go back into it, you think about like a Joe Louis, a Rocky Marciano, things of that in terms of the history of Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, anybody else. There's a bunch of people in there that can take that spot. Even I think it's I don't know if it's Camacho or Chavez, but one of them was 90-0 before they fucking took a loss. It's like 89-0. Like, first of all, just to even have 90 fights, bro, you only fought 50. And yeah, no problem. You lost. You didn't lose. I mean, there was some of them that you might have lost to Zab Judah. You know what I'm saying? You might have lost to Costazu. You know what I'm saying? Even though you wind up winning the decision, on paper. But like, if you look at that fight, bro, like those are questionable. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't clear that you were supposed to be the man, that you just dominated everybody. Every Tyson fight before he lost to before he actually got locked up, not even before he lost, before he got locked up, except for Buster Douglas, he dominated everybody. There was not a doubt.
Facts.
So I would never consider him the best of all time. I think people try to put it in the argument in terms of what he's done.
Yeah, they try to say that there's
so many people that have
was a
already done
weaker
that.
era
You know what I'm
of
saying?
competition, but
No.
I don't see that.
No. What I would say is that he is the best defensive fighter we've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely.
He could be that.
No,
He could be that.
That's what I would say. We haven't seen somebody like
Since
win matches by the book.
Since Ali.
By the book, yeah.
His
Look at the
defensive style is
Look at the
revolutionary.
rope-a-dope of Ali. You know what I'm saying? He did Foreman dirty. You know what I'm saying?
That shoulder roll. No one does it like him.
It's called the Philly shell.
Absolutely.
It's called the Philly shell.
But
All right.
with his quickness, as agile he is, I think he's, in terms of that, he's one of the best. In terms of the best boxer, no.
All right, well, that's enough of boxing, man.
Yeah, let's
Deep
transition.
into it. Yeah, man. I'm gonna just get into I want to do the
Love Jones?
Love Jones.
Love Jones.
Facts.
Jones, we born to die.
Where's my violin? Jump. One more.
Mad hot, bro. I'm fucking dying.
You made him do the violin too many times.
Yeah. So, this week of,
Love Jones.
yeah, we're gonna talk.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, guys.
So we're gonna talk about.
Molly got him sweating.
Definitely not. Those days are over.
Allegedly.
Ain't no allegedly.
Ain't no
man.
allegedly.
You check the pupils, baby. We not on no fucking Molly. You know what I'm saying? I
man.
know what that is. You know
What's going on, man? What are you going to tell the people today,
I
man?
miss Ringwall. No, we're gonna talk about marriage today, and bro, and what it is, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Kush, I want you to introduce it. You know,
Marriage
first. Go ahead.
Well, let me not say is. I'm just trying to phrase this correctly. Marriage to what it was to what it is today. The difference. The definition, the meaning, the emotional, the physical, the monetary, all of it. What do you think? Or not what do you think, but the difference of marriage and what the generation kind of looks at marriage now. Is that helping actual love and actual relationship and actual genuine connection with somebody? Or are people now looking at it as such a contract and a government thing and a monetary thing that sometimes the love part goes out the window?
Yeah, I want to start first. This is perfect. This is actually a real good topic this week in terms of what it is and what it was. First, what I want to say is that back in the day when you first think of marriage, when we talk about, I'm talking about like 1900, before the 50s or whatever, before the numbers started changing in terms of
1949.
in terms of like the divorce rate and shit like that. So in order for you to get a divorce in this country, the only way was to prove infidelity. You know?
Infidels.
So in terms of
Fucking Cubans.
physical abuse,
Infidel Castros.
you gotta listen, physical abuse, verbal abuse, any type of abuse in general, that wasn't enough. So I could do some of the most horrible things to my wife and she couldn't leave me. But if I smashed a neighbor, she could be out. You know? So I think the times changed in terms of just that, in terms of being able to get a divorce in general. Now, in terms of nowadays, I think a lot more people live in the moment and don't necessarily build their marriage on love most of the time, you know? And I think that's why the divorce rates go up so high. I think you might be with somebody a year or so, and, you know, sometimes you take a chance, things of that nature. But I don't think, I think less and less was it built on the foundation of love that we seen our parents and grandparents build theirs on through the many trials and tribulations and ups and downs, plus sticking it out at the same time, you know? I think because the ability to get a divorce is so easy, where it's just like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna just get a divorce, you know. For that happening so often, it became something that I don't think this generation of people take serious anymore, you know. And I think it's unfortunate, you know, especially if you are an older school person in terms of how you approach relationships or how you feel and things of that nature. It becomes very hard to find a person you're looking for because of that, you know. And I think, again, nowadays, Erica Mena, like they, you got so many of these celebrity couples or things of that nature and shit like that. They get together and then after 3 months they're divorced or some shit. Like it doesn't even matter anymore. Like I said, more and more people live in the moment. Like we've been messing around for 6 months and this has literally been the best 6 months of my life. Let's get married. Like you've built no foundation except for just how you felt for the past 6 months. And that's what I mean by living in the moment. How do you feel about that?
The government made it too easy.
No, I don't know. No. We needed it to be that way. We needed it to be that way in terms of abuse is a factor.
No. Fuck all that. No. That is true. No, that is true. Those could be part of the guidelines. But me just saying, you know what? I don't think this is working out. You know what I mean? Like, no, there should be penalties to shit like this.
No, there is. You know how much money it costs to get a divorce? This shit is not cheap.
No.
Yeah. It's way cheaper to get married than it is to get a divorce. To get married, you pay like $100 or whatever it is in fucking downtown court or whatever the fuck it is, the courthouse. To get a divorce, bro, you need like 10 racks.
No.
You need like 10 racks just to get a divorce. Like, it's not that easy.
Right. No.
You know what I'm saying?
And I hear you. And that would knock out like that section of people that are, because the only people that are fucking getting married and divorced like that have that money. Let's be frank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the only. So there should be something, because with that, see, you know what? Maybe I take that all back, because they already fucked up this generation. That already happened, right? All these people making mad money, getting married and divorced like that, whatever, losing all this money, is being front page. Your celebrities, your favorite artists, whatever, boom, they fucking get married, divorced, like you just said, 6 months, I bet. Looking at all, that's probably what's scaring motherfuckers right now. When we have mutual, I ain't gonna say it, we have mutual friends that will never get married, Jones. Well, to their word. And the reason being is because they think it's just like a government contract. That means that doesn't prove their love. And you know what? I can't knock them for that. Because when it comes down to you are tying together like money together. Like it is a government thing, bro. You know what I mean? It's the government for taxes, all that shit.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Let's all right.
We're talking about common people. You know what I'm saying?
I know, no. But when you're looking at it as like this contract thing, like, okay, yeah, there are people that do consider it that way. But for those people that still believe in the marriage, I mean, love as a whole to a certain extent of what it is, marriage is the inevitable. Marriage is the goal. Marriage is what you shoot for. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's why people get into relationships and stay along with each other.
For example,
and move in with each other and shit like that.
Okay, but for example, for the mutual person that we know, you know what I mean? He's not against, you know what I mean? A ceremony in terms of celebrating their love for each other. They want to be together forever. However, he will not go and sign that contract in City Hall or whatever the fuck you got to go in court. He will not.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can understand where he's coming from. I'm not.
But why?
Man,
why?
Because, to certain people, like, it is bullshit. Like, I could still give you a ring. I could still propose to you. We could have the whole ceremony. But it doesn't just have to be the legal document.
Right.
So, okay. So I understand that. There's nothing wrong with that. If it's mutually agreed, though, like if that person is in a relationship and they feel that way,
obviously, if it's mutual agreed, it's not going to get to that point if it's not.
No, but I'm just saying, like, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has the ability to choose the way they want to choose to live their life or live their.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying is that where was that mindset 25 years ago when people was
dogs? Because like I said, back in the day, when you go back further in time and whatnot, the tradition of trying to make it work or trying to have a marriage or trying to build up and not give up was still there. Now you just said it, like they're getting a divorce mad easy. Kim Kardashian was married to the dude Chris Humphries for like 40 days, bro.
Yeah.
So
Like, people, this is what it is. They choose to continue to try to like live in the moment of what it is, like this infatuation that they're in. It's not 6 and 7 years of building a relationship and saying, yes, I love you, I want to marry you, let's do it. No, they're fucking OD for 6 months. They're going on crazy trips. They're doing shit they've never done before. Fucking slurping and burping, back blown out, and then that's what happens.
Wow.
That's what happens.
Wow,
bro.
you live
in a moment.
You could have said all that without
No,
that
because
part.
because that's the key to the part.
No.
Hell yeah, for living in the moment.
No.
Living in the
But
moment.
what you're saying is that it's too easy then. It's too easy to get married.
No.
Not too
No.
easy to divorce.
No. I'm just saying no. It's too easy to get a divorce. That's what I'm saying. It's It's not that it's too easy. It's like they've given up on trying.
So
relationships have given up on trying. Back
Trying,
in
yeah.
the day when
Of course.
This conversation, not to undermine the conversation, but as speaking as the only married man in the room, all right,
legally,
I'm
married spiritually.
spiritually, whatever,
Oh,
whatever
God,
it may
let him
be,
talk.
whatever it may be. All right,
Jones is hot right now.
I think you have a point, Jones, when it comes down to the point of view or the way that people view marriage changing. People were judged based upon their families. People were judged based upon their households. People were judged upon like how their family looked, and it had a very, very 50s approach back in the day. Now you don't get judged that way. You get judged by your individual.
Oh, you still do, depending on what culture you
Right.
come from.
Yes, absolutely.
continue.
But we're talking about United States. All right, we're talking about America. All
Oh,
right,
we
we're
still
talking.
get judged. Continue.
No. You're absolutely right. You still get judged. But if you're talking about a single male American in today's day, it's about your individual accolades. You can date someone and leave them in a heartbeat, and it doesn't matter. All right. But if you know, like you could do the same thing on the other side. But we live in today's day. It's not make or break for you to end a relationship with somebody. You know, so people are quick to end their relationships out of power moves, and we
not only
live
that,
and we live in a very tabloid-based society where
Social media.
all this shit sells. They sell magazines, they sell TMZ, they sell all this stuff sells. You know, so all this love, because everyone has the same emotions. We all suffer from love. All right. It sells. People want that. People want to see what celebrity is dating the next celebrity or whatever. All right. And then after generations and generations and generations and generations of it, we've literally undermined all of it. We look at it as a charade. We look at it as bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. The power of marriage is no longer there.
No.
In terms of
not.
what it meant.
But all the people that are happily married, they're keeping their mouth shut right now. I'm happily married. I'm chilling. You know what I mean?
Jones,
my wife's pretty chill.
Jones, do you have anything else to add?
No.
If you don't, then I'll end Love Jones on this. If you don't mind.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Don't get married unless you guys are for sure.
Facts.
And if you guys are for sure and you make that decision, don't make one argument break it up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be petty. Try to make it work.
If
It's genuine.
Yep.
If you're going on a 6-month fucking suck binge, to quote Jones,
Stubborn Barry.
stubborn burp. I'm sorry, I didn't quote. I paraphrased. I fucking paraphrased. All right. Don't get married. Get out of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I know it's probably inevitable. There's young people out there, but just think. Just think. You're taking a commitment.
You live and you
like,
live.
No, but it's a commitment,
Mhm.
and that's what you're signing up for. At the end of the day, so if you can't commit, don't do it. Love Jones.
That's it.
Jones, we born to die.
Facts.
Fire.
So now we're gonna end the show with a top 5 list, man.
Hold on.
It's not
Jones,
over yet. It's
Jones,
not over yet.
One
Joe,
more thing, ladies and
we
gentlemen.
born to die.
Facts. Top 5. So this for my Queens cats and everything out there. You know what I'm
Kill
saying?
you.
Queens, baby.
I don't know if you want it, but just recently, Lloyd Banks dropped an album, man. Finally dropped an album, an EP that you know is out there. You can stream it and shit like that. and buy it. But you know, it's
I heard a
legit,
couple
After all the mixtapes.
yeah,
I heard a couple of tracks.
yeah,
It's fire.
yeah, a lot of legit album finally. You
Shout
know?
out D, man. What up,
So
D?
for my countdown this week, I'm gonna do my favorite Lloyd Banks mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Because reason why I'm doing this is because, you know,
Jones is a true fan.
yeah, well, Banks is my man's. Banks is definitely my man's. Definitely someone I'm a fan of. Definitely someone that I've almost got almost all of these mixtapes or have had all these mixtapes. Well, every single one that's in my list, definitely, but you know the other ones as well. So I just want to put you on, like, if you are a fan of Lloyd Banks or you don't know about Lloyd Banks that much and you know heard this new shit that came out, you know, go to that piff, go to YouTube, go to something like that, see some of these old mixtapes that he dropped because there's nothing but heat on them. All right, so I'm gonna start with number 5, Cold Corners 2.
At
you know,
Cinco.
Yeah, it's a fire one. Got the score on there, one of my favorite tracks from him. Got a couple of other joints, plus the cover art on it is just fire with the crying Statue of Liberty, with the snow in the background. Some shit I actually even thought about trying to tattoo on me, but it's fire. You know what I'm saying? So Cold Corners 2 at number 5. Number 4, Halloween Havoc 3. This was a time where he dropped like back-to-back mixtapes. Halloween Havoc 3 was crazy, top to bottom. You know, a lot of bangers on there, and something you should really look into. Number 3 is All or Nothing. Live It Up. You know, All or Nothing, Live It Up. That's the name of the mixtape. Check that out. Again, more heat from him. One of my favorites. Number 2 is FNO. Means, you know, failure is no option. So that one's another joint top to bottom like that. Just, you know, nothing but heat. And then number 1 is V6 The Gift.
At
you know?
1.
So all of these mixtapes by Lloyd Banks, they all free music. All of them he just put out a while ago.
And these are your favorites.
These are my favorites.
These ain't analytically.
Yeah, this is not what I think is the best or the worst or anything like that. You know, because there's other ones
Check
out there.
We want your opinions.
You know, that I probably left out that might be somebody else's favorite, like Money in the Bank or something. So they got a bunch of them. But again, I'm going to just go through it again.
Yeah.
My top 5 favorite Lloyd Banks mixtapes. Number 5, Cold Corners 2. Number 4, Halloween Havoc 3. Number 3, All or Nothing, Live It Up. Number 2, FNO, Failure's No Option. And number 1, V6 The Gift.
Jones, we born to die.
Top
And
5.
you know what? Cop that new Lloyd Banks album.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's called The Course of the Inevitable.
Yeah, Course of the Inevitable.
Fire.
Yeah, it is.
Can I get a Ant top 5, please?
Top 5.
Top 5. I was gonna say that person was a little weak, right?
Sorry about that, guys.
So
Sorry
you know
about
how
that.
we
I
got it
stunted
in.
on that one.
Episode 22 in the books, man. It was
You
it was the Jones 2 hours for the double deuce.
You got the
Yes,
outro,
sir.
kid.
Huh?
You got the outro this week.
I don't even know what that means.
You have the outro this week?
We out. Oh, you damn right.
Yeah.
Is it that phone? No, it's that phone.
I'm bugging.
There you go.
Let's cue the fucking the
We
music.
born to die.
It's the Jones Hour, ladies and gentlemen.
I would like to, while we're doing that, I would like to thank our 33 new subscribers that we've gained over the last 2 days.
Facts.
And the new ones that we're going to get.
Oh yeah,
All of
anyone
you.
that's listening right now and wants to check us out, just subscribe, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah. Jones email,
All the links are in the description below.
JonesHour@gmail.com.
you know,
Absolutely.
and Facebook,
The Jones Hour.
and
Jones Hour.
Instagram,
The Jones Hour.
and
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Amazon,
Twitter.
Apple.
The
Google.
Jones Hour.
and Kush _talk_radio at Instagram. You can hit us up
And
anywhere.
Twitter, baby. And Twitter, baby.
And Twitter, baby.
Put up the volume.
Yo, man. Toot toot. Love y'all, man.
The Jones 2 hours this week, baby.
You're